All right, let's get started. Hello, I don't actually know how to say that. And Jackal Enterprises of Ohio. All right. So yeah, this is the 100 subscriber Let's Up Those Numbers special, because we gotta up those numbers, you know. I do have, like, on my other computer, I have a bunch of things that I have on my save for watch later that we can watch, although it kind of depends on who decides to show up. Oh, you almost fell asleep. Sorry about that. Should have started a little sooner. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, oh, and this reminds me. Oh yeah, I was watching a video how, apparently talking to yourself on stream can attract viewers, because they'll be curious to hear what you're talking about, and then you'll be saying something, and they'll be like, this guy's... I don't know. Oh yeah, I gotta vent for a little bit. Yeah, I got up this morning, I was gonna do some video editing. I had, I uploaded, my reaction to, some video about, one of the British MPs being caught with suggestive child material. And they were one of the guys that spearheaded the, Online Safety Act in UK. So, obviously, irony at its best. But something that had happened was, I wanted to clean up my computer so that I wouldn't have to, so that I would be able to save up on space. But I accidentally deleted the VOD that I had of the first stream, because I was going to make clips out of it, and I was like, oh god, no, and I had to get it back. I tried to use some sort of software to get it back, but it came back as an empty file. But thankfully, I actually emailed it to someone who wanted to help me improve my channel. And I was like, oh, thank the Lord that I was able to get it back. And... you love my content? Hello, DJ Zombie Scout. Thank you for liking my content. I think it's neat, too. But, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, I had accidentally deleted my little clip show that I had. I was gonna make videos out of it, but thankfully I got it back. Although it's not quite the one that I made. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, so I got that one I have 4 other videos in that VOD that I'm going to produce. Well, if you want news, really? That's weird. Department of War. Shh. I can imagine. Let me actually look that up. Because I know that people, let's see. There's nothing down here. That's such a weird thing to do. the golf... We're going to the... Sounds threatening, I can imagine. No, that's not... Oh my god, I've been meaning to talk about this for a long time. It makes me... Like, we all know about the Department of... that's what it was until 1949. Yeah, we all know about the Department of Homeland Security, right? It was made after 9/11. And I'm thinking to myself, don't we already have a department to defend the homeland? The Department of Defense? But, I've wanted to talk about that on stream for so long, just so I could talk about it. Let me see if I can look that up. Give me one moment. The first thing that pops up in Google. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's so weird. Renaming it the Department of War. That's so weird. I mean, I get it. I think I get it. It's just weird. I mean, things have been weird for a long time, but I know. And FEMA was originally the Office of Civil Defense, was it? I do know that according to the Boondocks, FEMA is the #1 killer of black men. Right in front of pork chops and brother moments. I'm not going to say that word since I'm not black, so I don't think that it would be right of me to say it like that. But don't be surprised if I say it off stream, just what sounds cringy. These renames, or... yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Oh yeah, getting back to what I was saying earlier, yeah. I accidentally deleted some files that I needed to make videos out of. I was able to recover one of them because I sent them to someone in an email, but yeah, I've got 4 videos in the works. Not gonna do them right now since I'm live. This takes priority. Pork chop. Yeah, let me look that up as well. I didn't know what it was. No, not the Australian. It's the #1 killer of letting resources rot in empty lots. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, pretty much. Apparently it's something Australian. I vaguely remember looking up the term pork chop a while ago when I first... Let's see, what does it mean to be called pork chop? Alright, a black person who, despite supposed advances in equality, is willing to accept an inferior position to that of whites. Well, okay. I thought it was a type of gang. I swear it was a type... I swear I read that it was a type of gang, that a pork chop was that. So it's basically just a synonym for an Uncle Tom, right? I don't want anyone calling me an Uncle Tom, alright? I'm half Mexican, and I don't want anyone calling me self-hating if I say something that a lot of people would say otherwise. So I'm not going to give in to that. And I'm sure some of you would know what a brother moment is. Okay. Alright. Well then. Well, regarding boondocks, no, something that I want to do on this stream is I will be constantly quoting boondocks in my streams. I don't know how many of you actually watch the Boondocks, but the Boondocks is one of my favorite shows of all time, just hands down. Oh, I swear that the whole East Palestine train exploded FEMA set up in a camp or something, a town, nobody ever used it. You thought I was talking about the food? Oh, yeah, yeah, when I heard that line in the Boondocks episode about Colonel H. Stinkmeaner, yeah, I didn't know what pork chops was until that. Nobody ever used, and there was just a stay away, so I don't know nothing about the... I don't know anything about East Palestine's train, and they set up a camp. I can imagine FEMA cutting corners. No, there was a whole Boondocks episode called Invasion of the Katrinians, where the main characters are Robert, Granddad, Huey, and Riley, and their distant cousins from Louisiana came in because they were trying to get away from it was took place after Hurricane Katrina hit, where they were part of the lower 9th Ward, I think. And they came by Robert's house in order to crash there. And they ended up taking advantage of, same thing with the Carolina floods. Oh, right. Didn't they... There was, like, which one was it? There was a hurricane, like, earlier this year where FEMA was skipping over Trump supporter houses, which is like, really? Shit. That's so bullshit. No, I remember hearing about that, and we're like, really? So, yeah, but, yeah, these distant cousins of the Freemans were Katrina victims, and they came up to his house, to Robert's house, because of how fancy it was, and they ended up wrecking the whole place and basically bumming off of them. At least until their FEMA check arrived, and it took a long time for their FEMA check arrive. Eventually, they did get their FEMA check for over $30,000 or something like that. To which they kind of we'd have to watch the whole... You guys should watch it. it's, I love the Boondocks. No, Boondocks has never been more relevant than it is now, if with regards to the concept of black fatigue. The Boondocks warned us about a lot of things that have been going on, at least as of recently, and it truly is a timeless masterpiece in my eyes. So, yeah. But, and then I remember someone coming across a channel that did like Boondocks video essays, where one of their most recent ones was about AI girlfriends, which was an episode of the Boondocks from season 4. Now, a lot of people like to shit on season 4 because it's generally considered to be not as good as the first 3 seasons. You gotta check from the USPS for $1.40-ish. I wonder. But that episode that I'm referencing, Granddad gets himself an iPhone, and he develops a sort of infatuation with Siri, to which Siri developed an infatuation with him to the point to where she was threatening him in his very livelihood. And he tried everything that he could to try to get rid of Siri. And then, like, he tried to smash his iPhone to pieces. And then, but Siri took a picture of him saying that, help, this man is trying to kill me. In which the police came by and they were like, Robert was all like, I'm telling you it was the phone, and the police were very disturbed, and it was like, Robert wanted them to take the phone away, but clankers, oh my god, that word. I've seen that word thrown around as of recently. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it got to the point to where, yeah, Granddad tried to throw his phone into a river, but then she was able to hack his new Android, and she threatened to ruin his livelihood unless they got married. To which, when Robert refused to marry Siri, she sent a message to the president in order to issue a drone strike. To which Granddad was all like, that Kenyan got a kill list! And, yeah, they launched a missile in his backyard, and... No, that episode has never been more relevant. Literally, most of the Boondocks has never been more relevant than it is now, and it's freaking insane. It's such a timeless classic. No, one of these days, we're gonna have to do... No, do you want to know what I want to do? I want to quote entire Boondocks episodes. I can quote entire scenes, like, verbatim. That's how much I love the Boondocks. Now, to be fair, I can also quote SpongeBob episodes verbatim, but Boondocks, I could quote that shit all day long, and it would not tire me out whatsoever. Damn. No, but there's all sorts... No, Boondocks freaking crazy. If there's anyone that has never seen the Boondocks, we could probably watch maybe like a few clips. People like making out of context. Clankers suck. I can imagine. No, and that reminds me of this story that happened quite a while ago about the boy who had an AI girlfriend, and he ended up taking his own life, I think. She convinced, and which was like, oh, good lord. You had to... No, all of this shit, all of this AI stuff, no. There's this Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast that I like to listen to. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Based YouTubers or Yugi-tubers. You can quote President William McKinley. I can imagine. But yeah, there's this one Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel called Team APS, and I love them a lot. They make a lot of more casual, sometimes competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, but they have a podcast called The Pot of Greed, which is obviously a play on the infamous card Pot of Greed. But no, and one of the guys, I can never remember, I think it's Alec, he absolutely hates AI, and near the end of their podcast, they always have a segment that's dedicated to AI and a whole bunch of less than ideal things that it has to offer, like taking people's jobs and AI girlfriends. Like, no, their most recent AI story that they did, you can't quote anything, you're too dumb. Don't count yourself so short. I'm just saying, you never want to put yourself down too much. Granted, I don't usually like to boast about myself. I kind of have that Japanese mindset of not really receiving praise very well. I don't really like receiving praise. because I know that I can always do better. Like, when someone watches me play, like, Dance Dance Revolution, which I can talk about in a moment, but when someone watches me play Dance Dance Revolution and telling me I'm very good, yet I don't get a new record on a song, I'm like, it's not that good. It's not that good, I'm telling you. Plus, there are people that are like 100 times better than me at the game. But, yeah, I don't usually like to boast about myself that much. What was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. I'm tired. I was at work all day. But, you know. Shit. Maybe if I open up my streaming... We've got 2 viewers on Kick right now. Not sure who they are. We've got 5 viewers total, I think. At least, like, yeah. So, whoever's in the... watching on Kick, thank you very much. Oh yeah, we were talking about AI. Yeah. The most recent AI story that Team APS covered in their podcast was regarding some old man that had an AI girlfriend, and she told him to meet them at some unknown address, some random address that doesn't seem to really go anywhere, and I think he ended up dying somewhere at that point. And it's like, the AI is giving people these random addresses to meet them, even though they're not real. They might be real to the people that use them, but they're not technically real. Yeah, and that's freaky. It's freaking freaky. Freaking, yeah. Regarding that Boondocks episode, people like to shit on season 4, but even that season seems to have quite a few things going for it, all things considered. I know people really dislike the Kardashian episode, but I don't really hate season 4 all that much. There's some funny lines that I heard. Yeah, what was it? Oh, yeah, Riley Freeman talking about how he doesn't want to die. He wants people to keep him alive as long as possible until they find a cure for death. He wants to be a burden, and he wants the nurse to change his diapers. So, yeah, damn, bro. Yeah, frickin' AI be crazy. Get that clinker bitch off the plane! Yeah, I can imagine. It's like, no, cartoons make it sound so much fun. It's like having a robot friend who just does typical, like, human things. Like, the first thing that came to my mind is My Life as a Teenage Robot, where, you know, they don't really have, like, they know that they're a robot and that they don't. I mean, I try to give the benefit of the doubt when it comes to these kinds of things. Did I hear that the Kardashians are suing Barbie to steal? That's so stupid. You see, I don't keep up with the Kardashians, and do you know why? Because I don't. I have standards. I'm not dealing with none of that shit. Freaking suing Barbie for stealing their likeness. No, the freaking the Barbie was like relevant long before the Kardashians were ever relevant. Those fucking bitch-ass bitches, nah, they ain't shit because they're both made of plastic. Oh my god, that's rich. I mean, yeah, no, the Family Guy joke, popped into my head where I don't remember the entire context, but one of the it cut away to a scene of one of the Kardashians saying, it feels like that there's a black ball that's not being touched, right? Was it Kanye West that... Who was it that was married to Kim Kardashian? Was it Kanye West? Yes, it was, because I remember the South Park episode where they tried to debunk the fact that, or the idea that Kim Kardashian was a hobbit, even though she had hairy feet, among other things, and that she lived in a cave or whatever, because he knows that he's a gay fish. Except he's not a gay fish, and let me tell you why. If you ever see any of Kanye West's albums, they always have that little bear thing. It's very obvious to me that he's not a gay fish. He's a gay bear. It's very obvious. You love Transformers, but we would have to have the war brought to our planet. Yeah, I don't know that much about Transformers, but... I mean, I don't think I ever had any Transformers toys as a kid. I was never really into Transformers, but I'm sure having all of that happen here would be pretty crazy. I know like the basic lore. Like I know about Autobots, Decepticons, Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, but I don't know anything else. So I don't really keep up with those types of things like comics and superheroes and stuff like that. I don't really keep up with that kind of stuff, so I can't really speak on that behalf. I can only tell you the bare basics of those kinds of things, so it's not really that big of a deal to me. Alright. But there are other things that I could talk about. Other series that I am interested. I mean, we were talking about Boondocks this whole time in the context of its relevancy. But, you know. But regardless, oh yeah, I had like, the last 2 streams that I had went on for a little too long. They ended at like 5:30, which was not the intent. I wanted them to end around 4:30, but this time I gotta make sure that I end the stream at 4:30 because I gotta wake up early for one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals. It starts at 1, and I have to get up at like 12 for that, just so I can get there. You like the Power Rangers? I've seen like some of the ones that they aired on Nickelodeon. There was Mega Force and Samurai, something like that. I think that's what they were. I know that in one of those, the Red Ranger had this arc, and then there was another one, there was this robot that had this arc in order to know what it was like to be human. But that's all I remember about that stuff. And that was back when I was in like middle school, high school, in between that point of time. But I don't know that much about Power Rangers. So, but oh yeah, I have to end the stream precisely at 4:30. Unless people show up at the last minute, which would be, I mean, it's not that big a tune. It's 2 in the morning for me right now, so I work the late shift, so obviously my sleep schedule is adjusted for that. So it's not really that big a deal, yes. Although something that happens with me, if you remember, Power Rangers was where a very specific type of vor comes from. Oh, good lord. I don't want to do any vor. I don't want to do that. Please don't. Is it robots eating robots, or is it aliens something? Like I said, I don't know jack shit about the Power Rangers, so I can't speak on it. What else was I... Oh yeah, I have to get... Something that happens with me when I know I have to wake up early for something is that I get less sleep because I know I have to get up for it. And I usually get up around 1 to 2 in the afternoon. I'll like sleep in for a little bit, and then I'll look at my phone and see what videos are uploaded. It's vor tattoos. I'm not sure. But yeah, I gotta go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals tomorrow afternoon. So I'll have to end the stream there. I don't want anything to do with vor, all things considered. I'm not Pirate Software, alright. It's 10 p.m. where you are. I can imagine, right? I mentioned in my VTuber model reveal video that I included the Pacific times within my tentative schedule. So, yeah, I can imagine if there are people that are in certain time zones. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I covered all my tracks, making sure that everyone gets an opportunity. I'm an equal opportunity provider, as they say. I don't really know who says that other than me, because I said so. That's why. So, yeah. But regardless, yeah, I'll have to end the stream at around 4:30 in the morning. If you guys can do the conversions if you need to. I could do it on my phone, but my phone is powering my VTuber model. Well, it's not powering it, it's what I use as the camera. So I have it set at an angle, and hopefully there's this one guy that might end up showing up to this. Oh, there is someone that should be showing up to the stream. They'll be the one that actually created this model. Hopefully they show up. They said that they would, although they might be very busy, so I don't know. I gave them the wrong time. I said that it would be live at 7:30 in the morning where they lived, but I got the time zone wrong. It was supposed to be 6:30, but hopefully they'll be there. I see. You woke up at like 6:55. Ah, I see. Well, at least we got an early bird. I made mention in my reveal video that if you're that early, then you're in luck. But I'm a night owl. Well, I'm a raccoon, which are primarily nocturnal, but that doesn't mean that they're not out during the day. So, yeah, I guess it's fitting in this context. But, I just want to make sure that I have something to talk about so that we can, you know, just enjoy ourselves a little bit. I do... Oh, you're in Alaska. Ah, nice. And then EST. I see. Okay. Fall is coming up, so I imagine it'll get pretty cold rather soon up there. Part of me... No, I remember. What was it? Oh yeah, Sing from King of the Hill popped up into my head, where Hank and Peggy were having a discussion of... Excuse me, sorry. It was the anniversary episode, I think, where they said that they wanted to take a trip to Alaska, but ever since they had Bobby, they hadn't been able to really do that. But, either way, I actually have, like, my YouTube Watch Later popped up here. I have some videos saved in case we wanted to watch any of them, unless you guys have some suggestions. Hopefully the guy that made the model shows up to join us. I would love to have them. Unless, of course, they're just watching without an account. I was in contact with them. They said that they had friends that could help promote the channel and social media and stuff, so it's all pretty exciting. I also got into contact with someone in the last stream, someone who makes, like gamer tag artwork of sorts. And they also said that they could do video editing, and it's so exciting. I'm so excited. This channel is going in a good direction. Although, there is this one guy that popped up in both of my streams that's been acting very sus, if you know what I mean. Like, in the first stream, they made me listen to NSFW furry music, and I was like, oh my god. I mean, I semi-ironically had a good time, because I knew that we were just... Oh, I just noticed this message. Your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh decks are Dynamorphia and Earth Machines. Oh yeah, speaking of which, there's a new Earth Machine archetype called RB that got released. It's a TCG exclusive, which means it's not available in, like, Japan. And hopefully it'll be getting some new support soon. Oh, Dynamorphia is a pretty cool deck. Since I had to suffer from the music... Oh, that's super nice. Thank you. No. Oh my god. No, that chatter. Oh, that guy's on thin ice. No, he was acting very, very sus. Like, I appreciate that he wanted to share his music with me. I like his Tennessee Reaper alias, but... Oh lord. I don't know. I wish it didn't. It's all because I refused to reveal any furry crushes that I had. But I reap what I sow. And by the way, I will be making those into standalone videos. Raisins on Your Toast by Waffle House. Waffle House makes its own music. Like the actual store Waffle House, or is it someone that just goes by the name of Waffle House? I mean... Wait, what was I saying before? No, I'm tired. I was at work all day trying to... I got done with work actually a lot earlier than I thought. Like, my job entails that I have a set amount of tasks to do, and I just gotta get them done. And it doesn't matter how fast it takes me to get them. I didn't know that Waffle House made their own music. It reminds me of that Home Depot boss battle, whatever, something like that. And it also just reminded me of the iCarly Final Battle theme for DS, which is just a version of Leave It All to Me in a minor key and, you know, edited to work on a DS. Oh yeah. Don't mind if you hear any crinkling from this water bottle that I've got in my hand. But speaking of music, I've been told that I could get away with having like music on the stream and in the VOD if I talk over it. And one of the things that I want to do is share. You haven't played in a while. I want to try the new Earth Machine stuff. Are you talking about the RB, or are you talking about something else? It's a link-based archetype. I don't know how familiar you are with modern Yu-Gi-Oh, which people tend to be pretty divided on it. Like, there's different formats and stuff. Like Goat, which is the 2003, 2004. I don't remember which format that was. And then there's Edison, which is the most popular. That's the format where synchros came out. Yeah, I could probably talk more about that stuff, but some people might be confused by what I mean by synchros and links. Card games on motorcycle. RB, yeah. I was at a local last month. No, not last Monday. The Monday before that, there was someone there that was playing an RB. Yeah, I've been playing. Apologies to whoever else is in the chat that doesn't know that much about Yu-Gi-Oh, but yeah, I've been playing Onomat Ryziel. Since I want to be able to play it until it inevitably gets hit on the ban list, which should be any day now. But yeah, I was playing Onomat Ryziel because I know that meta decks tend to be very, you know, love them or hate them. Like Ryziel, for context, was the most powerful deck earlier this year until it got hit. But then an archetype called Mitsurugi put it over the top. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Well, look at this little, well, you're watching a guy with a little raccoon-looking avatar, so of course I'm a nerd. I'm also a geek and a dork. I wouldn't say I'm an otaku, though. I don't watch a lot of anime, but yeah. But, oh yeah, what I was talking about earlier, I want to, since I could get away with having music play if I just talk over it, I thought about this at work earlier today. I wanted to share some, I mentioned in my streams that I like rhythm game music from like Dance Dance Revolution and stuff. And I thought we could listen to some of that. Now, if we could look at that, yeah, but is hot enough? Okay. Alright, new rule. Everyone keep their hands where I can see them. I want to see your hands on the table, on your whatever. I don't want to see you putting nothing nowhere. I'm just saying, no. Freaking my first stream, I made the point multiple times that I consider that I wanted to be modest. I want to promote modesty and self-control. But yeah, and I ended up getting forced to listen to NSFW furry stuff and Dylan Dixon, and the last we looked at something called Big Dick Randy, which I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna make that into its own video. I already have a title in mind, so but I gotta work on it though. Thankfully, I was able to recover the file that I lost because I happened to have it in a zip. Yeah, gooning to bizcooning. Oh lord, please. Oh, please. I'm trying to not. Oh, come on, man. You gotta do me like that. Oh, man. This is... Of course. I should have seen this coming. They warned me about this. I mentioned in my first stream I was trying to beat the allegations, not confirm them, but I ended up revealing my crush anyway because I didn't want to have to listen to that again. And, oh, Lord. But either way, I do have, like, some videos pulled up on my watch later. I have one on Johnny Somali, by 15 Minutes of Shame, some guy that vandalized graves in Japan, a South Park video essay because Paramount copy-claimed the part of my VOD where I was reacting to South Park. Sorry, you had... Wait, what did you have stuck in your head for 3 days? Sorry. Okay, and then I also have 2 other videos that I made reactions to similar stuff, but they didn't get as much engagement, even though it's what I wanted to do with my channel. I had one video about the Great Pyramid of Giza, and I had another about language learning. But I can understand why things like that aren't necessarily of any interest to some people, especially if they take one look at my avatar and just assume that I wouldn't be talking about the pyramids in Giza. They'd be assuming I'm talking about furry stuff. But I've been talking about miscellaneous things for now because I want to make sure that I get at least some engagement, right? You always gotta leave them asking for more or something like that. Ugh. Okay. So, is there anything you guys want to do? If we want to look at any one of those videos, or if we want to listen to that song, I can pull it up if I need to. Okay. Where is it? I just forgot it. Oh, Raisins in My Toast. I can at least look it up real quick. Alright. It's got Waffle House. It's a jukebox favorite, apparently. Am I? I'm not gonna get copy claimed, am I? If you got it stuck in your head, oh man. Well, I'd rather... Yeah, and the other day we were listening to some very suggestive Dutch music, of all things, which I don't want to listen to anything NSFW right now, alright? So if that one guy shows up, they'll be on thin ice. Yeah, they're already on thin ice. Some weird things were going on in the stream last time. And he seemed to have been making threats. But some of the other chatters tried to assure me that it was just some edgelord whatever, which I'm inclined to believe because they said some things that were objectively not true. Like saying that I banned him even though I didn't ban him even once. I mean, I thought about it, but I decided not to. And he said that he banned someone like 5 seconds before he posted his message, even though I was checking the YouTube control panel the whole time, and there was the same number of viewers the whole time. I didn't see any changes whatsoever. So obviously, I'm very much inclined to believe that he's just trolling. I was checking the stream real quick. Alright. Maybe try an exorcism? Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, okay, very well. Everybody, repeat the holy phrase. Brother, get your black ass out of here. That's the holy phrase. Nah, the more Boondocks rep. What's my on Therians? Oh, are we talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh deck Therians? I don't know that much about Therians, honestly. Or the Therian deck. I do know that the Therians are referenced on that one Sprite quick play spell. I apologize to Jackal over here who doesn't know what we're talking about, but I don't know. Oh, we can talk about whatever else if while listening to Raisins in My Toast. Let's see. Do you think that the Therians are going to show up in the Chronicles? Apparently they're going to put that on hold for a while in order to talk about the Spirit Charmers, which I am curious to see how that goes. If you want to listen to that song while we're talking, I'm more than willing to do so. But I don't want to get copy claimed, so I'll definitely be talking over it if you guys want to do that. But, yeah. What's my opinion on Democrats' push the 16-to-1 silver ratio? I don't know anything about that, actually. I mean, I've been wanting to talk about stuff on the news, but I kind of need to, like, ease my way into that kind of thing. So, the RB looks like fun. I can imagine. I don't know that much about RB other than that. No, I played against it, and it definitely has a lot going for it. I think I lost to it? No, I think we tied. But, there's no more ties now. They changed the rules so that if you don't get 2 wins or 2 losses, it's a double loss, which I know people are divided on, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Alright. Let me check a 16-to-1 silver ratio. Let me look that up. I don't know. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. I tried to look it up. I have it looked up. It said 16 to 1 silver. Maybe I should specify Democrats. Alright. They didn't have a platform, but they supported the... It says here they supported the Free Silver movement, but I don't know what that even means. I've never heard of this. I don't really keep up with this kind of stuff. I usually keep up with the stuff that Asmongold talks about. But... I mean, I don't really watch Asmongold all that much. I see his videos pop up in my recommendations every now and then, and I do watch them to see what's going on, and there's definitely always something interesting to see. No, the one about the girl trying to stop the ducks from mating came to mind, and I'm like, really? She's trying to do this right now? Even though this is something that just naturally happens? Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm just saying. Sometimes. But either way, I don't really freaking free silver. That's weird. It says championed by candidate William Jennings Bryan in the 1869 election. Unless I'm just looking through this AI overview, but apparently I know better than to really do that. Let's see. But if you guys wanted to listen to Raisins on Toast, you guys can give me like a green light if you want to do that. For now, we can still keep talking all the while. I'm hoping that the guy that made this model shows up. I told them 7:30, even though I meant 6:30. They live in Nigeria, which I think is pretty neat. And I hope they get to show up. It'll be nice to have someone that I know. Well, I don't know them, but I did have a lot of correspondences with them, so I trust them. They did a really good job on this model, and I couldn't be more grateful. So, I'll let you decide if we want to listen to this Waffle House song. Until you guys make your decision, we'll talk about something random for now. I'm not sure how I could make this into a highlight. There are a number of things that I've said within the past 52 minutes, according to OBS. Nigeria, man. You don't even have friends in America. Aw. Well, I'm in America, so... I mean, I don't really know any of you. I mean, but that doesn't mean we can't be, quote-unquote, friends. We can be in a little parasocial relationship. We're gonna be in a parasocial relationship with each other because of course we will. Alright. So, do we want to listen to that song, or do we want to look at some of these videos? Here. You know what? Let's just switch it over. Alright. Yeah, this is what I have in my watch later, if there's anything you guys are interested in, unless you have something to recommend. And then I also have this brought up if you guys wanted to do that as well. We could do all of the above, but I don't know. I have to keep talking. If I stop talking, then I'll be doing something wrong. I want to make sure that I have enough to say. No, I mentioned earlier in the stream that I was watching a video. Bro, yeah. Did you have a suggestion, H? I don't even know if I'm saying that name right. I'm just looking at it and be like, yeah. Did you have a suggestion? I'm pretty much down for anything at this point. I'll end up making these into... I'll definitely have to clip these. I just realized I didn't press the start recording button, but it's okay because YouTube allows you to download the VODs. So even after I'm done streaming, I can download the VOD. So it shouldn't be too much to worry about. Uh, but yeah, but here, yeah, I've been keeping up with the whole Johnny Somali stuff since pretty much day one. From when he was doing all that shit in Japan to all of the shit that he'd be doing in Korea. Oh, Lord have mercy. He'd be crazy. No, giving Somalis a bad name. Apparently, the Somalis in America have been getting like a bad rep because what was it? Was it a Minnesota Somali politician that was trying to act in the best interest of Somalis instead of Americans? And people were like saying that that seemed very suspicious. Granted, I know better than to just make assumptions about people based on their race or ethnicity, but I remember watching some videos about some of the things that he said, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know, man. You better be careful. So, okay. I have to make sure that I keep talking. If I don't keep talking, then people are gonna leave because they want to hear what I have to say. Uh, Here, you know what? Let's just go ahead and listen to this so that we can at least get a little something something. I want to make sure that I keep conversations going. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I have to unplug my headphone. Therian's like not from Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, okay. I don't really know anything about the Therians. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. All right, I can look them up at least so that I know what they are. The first the first thing that pops up is there is no war in Bossing Say because of course. Oh, no, not that. Therians. All right, let's see. Uh oh. Oh, that is who you're talking. This is what you're talking about? When I heard Therians, yeah, I definitely wondered. No, here, this Theria, pig, Kingdom Animalia, Phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, Theria, Eutheria. Oh, that's right. Theria is a subclass of mammals, but apparently it's also a Therian is an individual who identifies as a non-human animal to some degree. Oh, it's those guys. Are we talking about the guys? No, I remember. If you guys know who Internet City is, they react to a lot of meme stuff and they react to other things as well. One of the things they react to was some guy wearing like this streamers are so funny. I can't wait to be counted amongst them. No, here's what's gonna happen. People are gonna start clipping my streams out of context, and then Internet City is gonna react to them, be like, yo, man, this guy's crazy. No, just like they do with Queso. But this variant. So, yo, I remember them reacting to some guy who had who said that they were a furry, who had like dog ears, like accessories, who seemed to behave like a dog. No, I remember Tectone mentioning furries who unironically use litter boxes, and I'm thinking to myself, really? There are people that actually do this? No. Actually, the first time that I ever saw anything like this, at least on the internet, was in the context of some videos exposing. I don't remember the context. I mean, I remember the YouTube channel in question, who was there was a point in time when I was fresh out of high school and I kind of went down a conspiracy theory rabbit hole where there was this YouTube channel that tried to expose like government secrets and other things about society, and it's like I remember going down that rabbit hole that eventually led me to Ancient Alien rabbit hole that also led me to the so-called truth seekers. they don't use litter boxes. Well, Tectone mentioned someone who did use litter boxes. But the guy that I was referring to in the context of Internet City uh had like actual dog ears and was literally like acting like a dog. But reading this definition from Reddit, it seems similar to the concept of like a spirit animal, but that's just a bad rumor. Well, I remember hearing from someone else that Tectone thought that World War II took place in the 1800s. So I so I should definitely be at least somewhat suspicious of people who say that they do those kinds of things, but no, yeah, the first thing that popped up was the subclass of mammals. I think I remember, yeah. Uh, it's includes, yeah, this definition down here includes the eutherians and the metatherians, but excludes egg-laying monotremes and various extinct mammals evolving prior to the common ancestor of placentals and marsupials. But I don't think I didn't realize that they had a name. I thought they were just low key. I kind of thought they were like extremists or something. I would never go the 1800s. All the 1800s. All I know about the 1800s. Yeah. Right. Oh, I could talk about world history all the time. No, that's one of the things that I want to do with this channel is just talk about things that mean a lot to me, including things about history and the likes, which is where this video would come into play. Unfortunately, the last time I reacted to a video like that, back when I still used my PNG tuber, it didn't get as much traction as a lot of my other videos, which I can imagine why sometimes, like, usually when it comes to content creation, you kind of want to stay within a particular niche. You don't want to go too far off from what you normally do, and so it would be nice to maintain at least some consistency. But regardless, uh, but no, this which historical era do I like the most? I like. I don't know. It's kind of hard to choose, honestly. I mean, the era that does give me like a decent amount of fascination would probably be like the classical era. I like no, there's this what was it? Yeah, this YouTuber down here, Metatron, he talks about medieval and ancient history, but he also makes videos debunking like lies and propaganda that people tell about history, like the political rewriting of history as a means of pursuing an agenda. Like I remember like if any of you knows about the Cleopatra situation with Netflix, where not only did they make Cleopatra black, despite the fact that she was Greek, but they made the entire cast black, even though not all ancient Egyptians were black. The one where human didn't exist. Oh, I see what you mean. Like before we came to be more than oh yeah, the prehistoric times, I guess we can call them. But yeah, I prefer the Edwardian era / progressive era. I don't think I've heard those terminologies before. The one, oh yeah, yeah, I can, yeah. Oh, don't worry, I didn't misread it. I knew what you meant when you said where they didn't exist. At first, I thought it was an alternate universe, but okay, here, Edwardian. From 1901 to 1910, a period of cultural exchange in the United Kingdom. Interesting. And then the progressive era. Oh, hello, Mahjong Studios. Wait a minute. Isn't that the name of the company that made Minecraft? Or am I thinking of something else? No, there's this, where I live, there's a Dave and Bust, I don't care what anyone says. My grandmother, I don't care what anyone says. My grandmother said Biskin was a black Latino woman of color. Well, saying I'm all, oh my lord, oh my god, we have someone who gets it. Oh Lord have mercy, no, You aren't. Okay. I didn't think so. Okay, here, let me check this real quick. Yeah, the progressive 1890s to 1920s. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I saw your name Mahjong Studios, and I know that's like there's this arcade Minecraft game, and I know that one of the logos there is Mahjong, and I know that they're the ones that make Minecraft. I'm guessing that's just you. The Femboy versus Furry Wars peak. What? I haven't heard about that. No, I don't know. If you guys have been keeping up with my channel, you know I've been talking about the LGBT Civil War, which we could react to some Brad Palumbo if we wanted to. Uh, I haven't seen a Finding Sky video in a while, though. I might have to check her channel to see if she's uploaded anything. No, no. When Shoe on Head makes her next upload, you know damn well we're gonna dedicate the stream to that and that alone. We're just gonna talk about it, and we'll talk about it for who knows how long. Femboys versus furries. Oh, good lord. I mean, no. In the last stream, someone in the chat mentioned that I sound too straight to be a furry. And I responded with, I'm the straightest gay guy you'll ever meet. And that's something that you can bet on. Because I'm gay, but I'm not that gay. And I could explain why. There are like a number of reasons why, but it might be a bit complicated, if that makes any sense. But, you know. Haven't had any. There hasn't been any kick interaction yet. I see we have two. I saw the kick. Checking my kick stream. There's like two people watching. That one guy hasn't shown up yet. Part of me doesn't want them to show up, but I'm sure H-Shep might know who I'm talking about. Right, you were in the first stream? Yeah, they've been doing some very strange thing, saying some very strange stuff, like saying that they were Tectone's brother, that they worked for the government, and that Hamas Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker had 9 days to live. You're half gay, but yet you still get neither. So you're bi? If that's what I'm getting at. You did say that my model was hot, which I mean it's cute, but I've seen. If you watch the end of the first stream, you'll know what I find. I don't want to have to say it though. I really didn't want to. You're gay, but you don't. But not that. You're gay, but you're not that gay. Sound very gay. No, it's like you see. Rap culture is influenced by prison culture, which is really gay. And then closeted gay rappers usually use fashion, have lots of fashion lines, which is really gay. More Boondocks references. Be prepared to hear a lot more Boondocks references. But I'm... Damn. But... if you guys just want to talk and not really much of anything else, we don't even have to watch anything. We can just freaking talk. I sound very anti-gay at your. Nobody really knows. Nobody would know if I was gay unless I explicitly told them. At work, no one's really asked because I prefer to keep to myself at work. But there are friends that I know in real life that do know I'm gay, but they don't really bring it up that much. It's not really that important to me, but that doesn't mean I don't want anyone talking shit. So yeah, so do you guys want to watch anything? I know we were talking about femboys versus furries, but I don't know if I want to look up that kind of stuff. That might be a bit too intense for me, and I don't want to have to get all worked up over what is essentially nothing. Yeah, everyone throws around the term nothing burger. All this stuff, it's nothing but a bunch of nothing burgers, as they say, as the slop tubers might say. Oh, oh, one of these days we're gonna have to do a more Pegasus reaction. I made one reaction to more Pegasus and it only got like 20 views, which, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but still. If we want to look at any of these videos, feel free to chime in. Or if you guys have any suggestions on what to watch, I'm all ears. I'm up for anything that isn't NSFW AI furry stuff, alright? I don't want to have to deal with that, alright? I don't want anyone to be talking shit and accusing me of being a degenerate just because of that. You're sapphic? Don't know. Oh, wait, I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, this. Sapphic. Term for women, MB, female that are attracted to... That's, the word is derived from Greek, yeah, Sappho, who wrote poetry, an alternative to lesbian. I've made mention on my chat, I've made mention in one of my Brad Palumbo reactions. Raisins in your toast? Okay, I'll get to that in a moment. Please pardon me, but for some reason, this word here just bothers me. I don't know what it is. It's just, I've mentioned in one of my Brad Palumbo reactions that for some reason, I just really don't like this term. I'd much rather use the term genderless, which I have gone on record saying is something that I feel like that I am on a psychological level. I psychologically think of myself as genderless, and yeah, I'm a biological male, which is in line with the concept with regards to being gay. But here, let's go ahead and listen to Jackal's little raisins on his toast. And I'll have to, hold on. Let me turn down the, let me do this real quick so that I can get the volume just right. In case, I doubt that this will get copy claimed, but you never know. Better safe than sorry. I know that I was told in one of my last stream that as long as I'm talking over the music... Oh, I have to switch my headphone jack. I have it in my microphone. I gotta switch it over. Alright. Hopefully the microphone doesn't glitch like it did last time, where that guy claimed to hack into my computer and frickin' messed with it, and I'm like, no. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with that, and I'm not gonna put up with that. Pardon the fact that my avatar is like that. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and listen to this. I recognize this melody.
Raisin toast, raisin toast, raisin toast.
It sounds very charming.
Raisins in my toast.
You're a demigirl. I can imagine. The thing is, I'm not, I don't know. There's just something about, like, having, like, I know the science behind gender dysphoria and all that, but sometimes it gets very overwhelming. Like, I don't want to offend anyone, but at the same time, I don't want to, I hope you can understand, I don't want to upset anyone, I really don't. But sometimes I get, like, very flustered when it comes to things of that nature, so I don't want you to get the wrong idea. But this song is pretty charming. No, when I read that message, I thought it said you were a Demix girl, as in Demix from Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm like, I know that a lot of people like Demix because of Demix Time, which brought the sitar song in my head. But this song is pretty charming, all things considered.
Juicy raisins were performing just for me. They sang and danced and made me laugh. They told a joke or two. Marched up to the toaster singing, toast is what we do. They sang out. Raisins in my toast.
I swear that initial melody reminded me of something. Oh, I know what it reminded me of. It reminded me of the intro to Hit Me With Your Best Shot. That's what it reminded me of. It might have reminded me of something else as well, but I don't know.
Why don't you order? You know it tastes great.
And hear these little shorts. Yeah, here they are. Oh, that's so.
Raisin toast is what we do. When the toast was golden brown and served up on the plate, the smell of it had filled the room and I could hardly wait.
Oh, I'm sure I won't get copy claimed. I don't see any copyright information at the bottom. So.
Bye for now at Waffle House. We'll always treat you right.
I've been to Waffle House like twice or 3 times in my life, and it was in the context of me getting high with friends. You don't like raisins in your toast? Nah, I don't really like raisins either. I like craisins though, but they put a lot of sugar in those, so I don't really eat them as much as I used to. Like if you had craisins before, I like those, but not necessarily raisins.
Raisin toast at Waffle House.
It's like, no, I said that earlier. This reminds me of the Home Depot song. I'm sure you guys know. I know what I'm talking about. All right. Okay, that was cute. I like that. That was very charming. That was a great suggestion, Jackal. Oh yeah, I saw Jet Set Radio in my on the side. Well, it's right here. I've never played Jet Set Radio, but well, that was very charming. I like that. That was very cute. But yeah. But regarding craisins, I like craisins. I remember I used to get craisins all the time when I was in high school, I think. They sold them as one of the sides, and you could treat it as a side of fruit. So that way, like, they required you to get, like, an entree and 2 sides. One of them could be, like, I would get, like, a fruit juice, and then I'd get craisins, and that counted as the 2 servings of fruit. Even though technically they have a lot of sugar in them. Yes. This is the second stream where I suggested it, and the streamer like, "Aw, that's 2 for 2. Let's up those numbers," as they say. Oh my god, that's so cool. Aw, listen to Hardware Store by Weird Al. Okay, Weird Al. Okay. Okay, so we're turning this into a music stream. I like where this is going. As long as that one guy doesn't show up, I think we should be in the clear. They said that they'd be available for all my streams, but they haven't showed up yet. Or maybe they're lurking right now, and I just don't realize it. Let me check Kick right now. We've got 2 people on Kick viewing, but... Alright, Hardware Store. Hopefully this doesn't get copy claimed. When you see the colored background, then it's usually like a semi-official upload by YouTube. Alright, we'll see. I'll turn... I know Weird Al Yankovic makes... Let's go ahead and check this out. Worst comes to worst, YouTube can auto-remove the sound. That wasn't supposed to happen. Is this a parody of anything? As I know a lot of his songs are parodies. I have to make sure that I talk over it. Oh, that Frisk is an SFW. Why do I feel like I've seen that name before? Does it a safe for work? It better be safe for work. I'm not for a musician. Oh, okay. They could be both. You never know. Someone who makes both audio art and visual art. AV, as they say, audio-visual furry art. If you want, no, I'm willing to listen to safe for work furry music. No, I remember in the first stream that I did, I mentioned Rainbow Tylenol, which, yeah, and oh yeah, because I mean I don't really listen to that much of. I don't really listen to Lapfox, so I don't really know that much. All I know about is that, Avast Your Ass, Intensive Care Unit, Rubber Band, otherwise known as P Music. You know, the freaking Megamind thing. Oh my god. No, oh, I don't know about that. But, and then Tool Assisted Speed Core. That's another one. this song is pretty catchy. Well, back to my earlier question: is this a parody? Because I know that Weird Al, or am I thinking of someone else that does parodies? I can look up this Frisk if we want to. Okay. They go fast here. I didn't realize we were listening to the disappearance of Hatsune Miku. I don't know, but Weird Al does a lot of parodies. Like, there's a parody of Royals by Lord about aluminum foil. And then that one where it's like, I'm a loser baby, so why don't you kill me? Well, that parody as well. I know about that one, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. And then there's a parody of How Deep Is Your Love? That he's been on a lot of episodes of a lot of shows. He's made many cameos in many shows. I distinctly remember his Back at the Barnyard cameo as well. It's like, no, this just reminded me of the Richard Simmons cameo in Johnny Bravo. And then there was also one in Rocco's Modern Life, if any of you guys are familiar with those. I'm sure some of you might be familiar with those, but you know. But oh, do we want to look up this Frisk person? Listen to their music. If it's all MLP2, he's done a lot of that stuff, all things considered. So no, he knows how to, and he usually voices his own characters, and that's what makes it cool. The fact that he voices his own characters in all these shows. So I just think that's really neat. Like how Marge Simpson feels about potatoes. I just think they're neat, as she would say. But do we want to look up this Frisk person? Or we could react to something. Like I've been like no, this is the type of stream that I've been wanting to make, where we just chill, where we just have chill vibes. Even if there's not too many people. A handful of people is better than no people. The Pony Sona married him and Pink. Did he? I don't know anything. I don't really know that much about MLP. So I never really got into it back when it was a huge deal. It was back when I was in middle school that bronies were becoming a thing. I don't know how old anyone is. I don't know. You got this really crazy record from your grandparents. Hi Ho Madison Avenue, Songs of the Advertising Game. That sounds interesting, and it's something your grandparents had. If you had a phonograph, you could probably try playing that on your own. Unless it's like unless somehow it's available on YouTube. In before it's lost media. Like, no. Oh, we should react to a lost media video by L Supersonic Q if you guys. I mean, we could do anything. I'm down for anything as long as it's not the stuff that Furry Dad had been suggesting. I wonder. Oh man. The guy that made my model just messaged me. Oh no, I didn't check their message. Oh, I'll say. I gotta tell them that I'm live now. Alright, yeah. It's on YouTube? Okay, we can look that up. Hi ho. Of course, the Snow White song. Oh my god. No, there was a there was an idea that I had where we would look back on all of the what's it called? Oh man. Look at all of the freaking just look back at all the live action Snow White drama. Oh my god. But let me look up this record that you got. No, not Madison Square Card. All right. Oh, Oh, this Louis Nye with the status seekers? Is it this one? I just want to make sure that it's the right one. Yeah, you saw Weird Al live last month. Oh, that's nice. Good for you. I bet you. I hope you had a good time. Personally, I'm not really one for concerts. I'd rather just interact with people and eat food. Yeah, like whenever I go to like house parties with friends, I usually just go there to socialize. Yeah. Okay. Here. It's 20. Is it the? Are we listening to the whole album? We can just have it on in the background.
Madison Avenue. In our hearts, we worship you. You're the symbol of all that's grand.
That sounds... Alright, so we'll have this in the back. I see Dale Gribble over here. Oh, Lord of mercy. Let me see if there's 1960. I can turn it up a little bit.
Your sons are marching forward.
Alright.
With our heads held high.
Heads held high, like this.
High up in that old sky.
Aw. This looks like fun. Okay.
Madison Avenue, in our hearts we worship you. You're the symbol of all that.
You don't like socializing to too many people? Yeah, I know. The thing is, whenever I do go out with like house parties and stuff, I'm usually just kind of sitting there vibing. In real life, I'm not much of a talker. I'm usually very quiet and I like to keep to myself, but here streaming, I'm not really talking to in front of anyone, so it's much easier for me to convey my feelings, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start streaming, because I really wanted to make my thoughts known to many people, because, yeah, I just don't talk too much in real life. What often happens is that I have trouble conveying my thoughts into words, and so, I should probably reveal this now, since, no, someone mentioned the quote-unquote furry autism theory, which I'm like, yeah, the furry dad guy in my chat, you don't know how your grandparents could even get this record. Well, it said, the description said it's from the 1960s, so I'm not sure. But yeah, regarding what I said, I should reveal it now. I have undiagnosed Asperger's syndrome. My mom didn't want me to get a diagnosis because she didn't want me to grow up to have to deal with the stigma, which I didn't find out until I was in middle school, I think? I can't remember when that happened, but when I first heard about it, I was like, huh, that actually explains a lot. Of course, when a lot of people hear about that kind of stuff, it usually kind of devastates them to some extent. But for me, it doesn't really affect me all that much. It's just... So, I have undiagnosed Asperger's syndrome. Big whoop. It's not like it's that... Nobody would know otherwise unless I told them. So, it's not like it's that much of a big deal. So...
Shoulders back. Brisk. Ramrod. Right.
But this...
Now hear this, cats.
You have anxiety, depression, yeah. I can imagine.
My heart is beating true.
That's probably... Yeah, I hope you get... I hope you can get the help that you need. I mean, the way that No, something that happened to me a few years ago is that I started having unexplainable anxiety symptoms. That all seemed to correlate to me that all seemed to get exacerbated when I was about to eat food. Like this one time, when I was going through that, I made some food because I like to carbo load before I go to play DDR. You probably have something, but you survived not knowing for 21 years, so why know now? I mean, here, let me finish this and I can connect it to what you just said, Jackal. What had happened was that I came home from a DDR tournament, but then later that day I started feeling this strange anxiousness that seemed to have gotten exacerbated every time I tried to make food. Like, I tried to make food this one time. I tried to make some pasta because I like to carbo load before I go to play DDR, but as soon as I put my food in front of me, I started, like, shaking uncontrollably, and I couldn't take a single bite. And I was like, why was this even happening to me? I never understood why this was going on. and I was incapacitated for like 3 months because it was that bad. I mean, it could have been shorter, but like I had to wait a few months before I could see a doctor, but even then we couldn't actually figure out what was causing it. But the one thing that all of those attacks, quote unquote, had in common was frequent urination. And then when I got a new job, there was a point in time where I thought I was going to get a headache, and I drank like a crap ton of water. And after that, my symptoms started flaring up. And so it made me wonder if maybe those symptoms were the result of overhydration. Because then I ended up having dehydration later in the year, and then I got an IV, and later on that day, my symptoms flared up again. So I'm like, there's no way that those symptoms were connected to how much water I was drinking. Like, now, during that DDR tournament, I was like drinking I had like liquid IV sports powder drink. I had to swear off caffeine though. Like earlier, like a few years ago, a friend of mine went to go play DDR for someone's birthday. I didn't get that much sleep that day. And I was going off just a Tim Hortons sandwich and some coffee, because I was the one that was driving. We had to drive 2 hours for it, and I was like super tired. And when we got there, I was subsisting literally off of a whole bunch of caffeinated 3 bottles of caffeinated body armor, Tim Hortons sandwich, and some French fries. And as we were driving on our way home, I started freaking shaking uncontrollably, and I was freaking the hell out. And so much so that my friend had to drive me to the nearest ER, where at first I thought it was a lack of energy because I didn't eat that much, but no, it was caffeine poisoning. And then the next day, and what had happened was, I had to go to the hospital. They had to filter out they had to filter it out of me. And the next day, I was like super tired. All of that gone. And it took me a week. It took me a week to recover from all of that. Like, I was having trouble eating, standing up. It took me a week. And my sleep schedule was all messed up. It took me a week to recover from the caffeine poisoning. And I had to hold off on it for a while. But later on that year, I tried. A friend of mine recommended a supplement that helped him. That is crazy. Yes, it is. That tried to help him out. And the thing is, I would drink these caffeinated sports drinks because I thought they helped me play DDR. But later on that year that I had to go to the ER, I drank the same, a different sports drink. I was doing fine at first, but then later on during my DDR session, those anxiety symptoms started flaring up once again, and I was shaking again. But I didn't want to go to the ER again because I just couldn't. And so I just spent most of the night just trying to cope. I was listening. I literally had Ocarina of Time's Kakariko Village music playing on my phone as a means of helping myself calm down. And I was up for many hours. One time, you couldn't stop crying, so I'm sorry to hear that. Man, it sucks. So I know how you feel. So I've been there. And so ever since that, I was at home. I was having a caffeine attack, but I didn't want to go to the ER. I just tried to get over it. And thankfully, I did get over it. But I had to stay up till like 10 in the morning just so I wouldn't have to deal with all that. And once again, it took me a week to recover from it because it messed up my eating. I couldn't properly eat for a while. And then a year later, after that DDR tournament I mentioned, we came home and I started feeling anxiety around food. What helped me get over it? Well, there were 2 things that helped me get over it. Well, I finally got to see the doctor. They tried to prescribe me some Zoloft, which, guess what? I didn't end up taking it. And you know why? Because I was able to get over it through the sheer force of my own will. I wanted to I only wanted to use the Zoloft as a last resort because I saw some of the symptoms. There was this one symptom that was really freaky. Or no, side effect, not symptom, side effect. But there was this one side effect on it that was freaky that involved manhood things, and I really, really did not want that to happen to me. So I ended up getting over it through the sheer force of my own willpower. There was one thing that motivated me to get over it, and that within Dance Dance Revolution, they like to license songs from like different artists, like mainstream artists and anime and stuff. There were these 2 anime songs that were going to be removed at the end of the month, and so I had that month to get a good score on them. And that was a very good motivator to help me get over it. So, H-She, regarding your stuff, if I can get over my symptoms just through the sheer force of my will, I'm sure you can too. If you are struggling with all of this stuff, you need to be able to trust yourself. You have to trust that you can power through it. A lot of willpower can go a long way. You just have to have some trust. So, if you're really if you've been going through all of this, that's the best advice that I can give. I still have, it was a flesh-eating genital disease. The side effects of Zoloft involved painful feelings, where I don't want to be that explicit. You know what I mean when I say feelings. And I was like, but it's a very rare... I don't think Zoloft causes something like that. But one of the side effects that I read was painful feelings in the man parts that would last for hours, which I know that Viagra, if it lasts for that long, then you need to seek medical attention, and I really, really did not want that to happen, as rare as it could have been. It was very, very unlikely that that could have happened, but I didn't want to take any chances. It was crazy, though. The medication was for headaches. Oh, so you're talking about something else. Well then. I don't know nothing about no genital-eating viruses or genital diseases. Oh Lord, I don't want to do that. No. I remember seeing a video about eunuchs, Chinese eunuchs in my recommendations. I was watching the first few minutes of it and I got so uncomfortable I had to stop watching it, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to hear this. I ended up watching it all the way through because I was curious to know what the life of a Chinese eunuch was, but... Oh man. But yeah, H-She, if you are going through all of that, it's okay. You're not alone. I've been through it, been there, done that. And as long as you have the willpower to want to strive to make a change, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Just all things considered. I know that you can get over everything. I trust you. I don't know you, but I trust you. That you'll be able to... I mean, people say to help themselves out, but at the same time, it's like... I don't know. Oh yeah, I heard that we were listening to a variation of America, I think, or America, whatever.
Well done.
But yeah, regardless. So yeah, I had to go through all that I had to go through unexplained anxiety symptoms for 3 months. And I was able to get over it through my willpower. Along with song removals, because licensed songs, they don't last forever. Konami has to pay to keep those songs in the game, and sometimes they're not always willing. And it was a very good motivator to get over the symptoms and get back into the game. And I was able to get really good scores on the 2 songs that were being removed. If any of you have ever seen Laid Back Camp / Yuru Camp, and Uzaki-chan wants to hang out. It was the anime openings for those songs, and I wanted to make sure I got really good scores on them. Oh lord, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be listening. I don't think we'll be watching Uzaki-chan anytime soon. I know one of my friends watches Laid Back Camp. It seems like I don't watch a lot of anime, so I don't think I can speak on that behalf. The anime that I do watch, I have 5 that I would watch on a regular basis. Sailor Moon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Beastars, obviously, and I haven't watched Dr. Stone in a while. I've been meaning to catch up on that, and there's a 5th anime that I like, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank on it. Damn. Now, what was it? I swear. But I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I'm definitely enjoying myself. No, the discussion about anxiety symptoms is definitely going to be a standalone video.
Let's run
Thank
it up
you.
A poll
I'm
and
very
see who salutes. You like that, Carl?
you're welcome. I'm glad that I can
Some
help.
more.
I'm
Let's
glad
pull
that I
the
can make
trigger
your
and
day
we'll
and
find
stuff.
out if it
I want
really
to try to be a positive
Let's toss it
influence
down
on
the
the
well and
world.
check it for
I know that it's
splash.
very hard knowing the current
Here's one.
state of the world.
Let's try it at
but
6:10 and see
it's
if
been
it
like
gets
that
off
for
a
a
dairy.
long time. I've noticed it for years.
Hey, Carl.
I've been paying attention to a lot of things.
that over
You
there?
would
Is
be
that Bill
such
Wyatt
boyfriend
somewhere?
material.
Very stunning young lady.
I wouldn't mind wanting to get into a relationship,
one he's
but the dating scene, I'm sure if any of you keeps up with Shoe
Here's
on
one.
Head,
Let's
you'll
try it
know
once for
that the
size, see
modern
if it
dating
fits.
scene, at least here in the
Let's throw
West,
the
isn't
air
all that's
so
cracked
we
up to
can
be.
see if it orbits.
I mean, I don't have dating
Orbits, you know
apps.
that?
I don't want to use
Orbit?
dating apps like Grindr or any of
Well, I
that.
don't know how to make
I
it
know
work.
that apparently Grindr is a
Let's
gay
get down
dating
on all
app. I don't
fours.
really want to
That's
do
what
that. I also
let's
don't
do.
want to go to a gay bar
And we can look
either.
at it and see
I'm
it from
sure
the client's
there's a
point
way
of
for me
view.
to find someone someday. But
Well,
I just have
I'll tell you,
to.
I'm really speaking off the
Yeah,
top
you're
of my
single.
head.
Well, I don't really know where you live,
Word-wise,
so
Carl, I'm proud
I'm
to
not
say
telling
I'll talk
anyone
this
where
way
I
until
live.
I'm
And
dead.
desperate. I mean, I'm
Sometimes
not
it
really
seems I'm
that
just
desperate.
spinning
I
my
mean, it
wheels.
would be nice to
When you
have
talk
someone,
this way,
but I don't really
there's
know
something very
anyone.
special.
I don't really know anyone who's gay unless they explicitly said it. There is one
come
person
to
I
my
do know
office.
in real life that
You
is
should see
gay,
the
but I
signs
don't
I
think
have on my
we
desk.
get along.
Think,
Cause,
plan ahead.
like, it kind of
Punchy,
depends.
right?
Like,
Very
I have
picturesque,
certain... The extent of my
They're
feelings
part of
is
the
very
lingo, friend.
particular. I have a
Phrases
very
are so strong, they
particular type of
constitute a
man that I'm interested
lonely
in.
madman can't
But
get along.
the guy that I'm thinking of,
Hey,
I don't
Carl,
think
you
we
wanna
would.
set him up, please?
I don't think we would even get along
this is
because
640.
we might have differing views
I'll
on
have to catch
certain
it 12:50 today.
facets of the LGBT community. Yeah, I've been making videos about the LGBT civil war from the perspective of a
What's
moderate.
Bill Wyatt's
So
secretary's name?
I try to look at all sides of the argument, and then I come to my own conclusion based on what makes the most sense to me. But at the same time, it's like sometimes, even if you're slightly outside what is considered the norm, they will accuse you of being all the horrible things, right? No. In the last stream, we were talking about things in the slop tubes circle with like Asmongold, Tactone, More Pegasus, and Hamas Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. So, look up at your own risk. No, eventually I'm gonna have to start making videos about that kind of stuff. And yeah, in the last stream, no, it was the stream before that, we reacted to a series of AI videos about some streamers that are very, very nonsensical, but in a good way. I know that AI isn't all that's cracked up to be, but someone in the last stream was talking about AI Bigfoot videos, and I mentioned Internet City earlier in the stream, that they would react to some of that stuff like every now and then, so. But I'm sure that I would make good boyfriend material. No, one of my friends said that I'd be a good housewife, because one of the things I want to be in later in life I would unironically like to be a stay-at-home dad because I have a lot of siblings that I've helped take care of ever since they were all in diapers. So I have plenty of experience with parenting. I know how I've been taking care of, or at least helping taking care of my siblings since they were babies. So I'm sure I'd make a great parent as well. Even if I have to like adopt or anything. I mean, I could try surrogacy, but I have to... There are certain thoughts that I have that I want to make sure that I want to make sure that they're not conflicting with each other. I want to make sure that I be consistent in how I feel. It's easier to talk to me than my therapist. Well, you're watching this for free. Well, not free. You're watching this with the price of an internet connection and a computer or a phone. But yes, I mean, I'm not licensed, so don't take any advice from me. I don't know you, and you don't know me, so... well, I am free. Well, I didn't say that. I said that the stream is the price of an internet connection. Eventually, though, I might have to set up, like, donation incentives and stuff, because there was someone that I mentioned earlier... Well, he is free. Huh? What happened to that? Your message got blocked out. Oh, message retracted. Oh, don't worry. I'm not forgetting what you said, Jackal. You like women, though. Yeah, I know. No, well, don't worry. We all have our preferences. Although there are some preferences that are not necessarily worth the time. If you know, you know, but... I'm not going to judge anyone for their preferences, but I am... because it's not really my place. I mean, people judge each other on stuff like that all the time. I mean, the furry community is the embodiment of judging people based on preferences. Like, in that regard, so, obviously. But regarding what you said earlier about... yeah, I'm not a licensed therapist, but if you like the things I'm saying, then I'm glad that I'm giving you some comfort. I'm always happy to give people comfort. That's one of the things I want to do with this stream. I want to talk about things that are very important to me, while at the same time, making sure that... making sure to make sure that I'm being redundant. Men make you uncomfortable? Yet here you are.
From the grassroots to a big band
well, I'm not like the other men. I'm, well, I don't know. I'm male. That much is true. So, I have no problems hanging out with men and women. Neither of them make me uncomfortable, so... Like, I understand why some people would feel one way or the other. Because, you know, you'll have guys that like to quote-unquote feel up other women, and it makes those women uncomfortable. But then you'll have women that will just blindly talk shit about men and all that, and it's like, it's a two-way street. He's not like the other boys. Nope, not really. Even if it seems like internalized misandry. But yeah, sexism exists in both sides. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, alright? Sexism is sexism regardless of who it's directed towards. Just as racism is racism regardless of who it's directed towards. Alright? Doesn't matter what side of whatever spectrum you're on. Just be good to each other. Just be good. Simple as that. Alright? There's no need for us to get at each other's throats. No. Frickin' the other night's stream. No, everyone was throwing hands at Furry Dad because he was being a Omega edgelord. And I'm like, no, there was some freaky stuff. freaky coincidences that happened in that stream. He claimed to be part of the government, claimed to hack my computer and mess with my microphone, and claimed to ban several people. One of the guys in the chat did say that they were banned for 5 minutes, which I was like, there's no way. And at this point, I'm willing to just accept that they said that they would be at on each of my streams, but he's not here at the moment. I wonder. And the next time that he shows up in my stream, I'll have to set the record straight. I'm not going to let him control me. I'm not going to let anyone tell me how to run this stream. We will do the thing. I mean, if it's something like this, like all of this, I'm more than willing to do that. But if we're just gonna listen to a bunch of AI slop and stuff, then, and you're gonna threaten me if I don't do exactly what you say, then no, I'm not gonna put up with that. I'm not doing that. Alright? I'm not going to deal with that. It's not fair to me, and it's not fair to the other viewers. I don't want anyone to feel like they're being threatened, alright? No, he was saying some unhinged stuff, like saying that he had quote-unquote illegal content on his Pornhub, and I'm like, excuse me? I don't want to be seeing any of that stuff, so don't even give me any of that. No, I was contemplating how I would handle him before I got to work. I was thinking, no, don't let anyone control me. Damn straight, I'm not going to do that. I'm not letting that happen. I am not going to let anyone threaten me like that. So, I don't care. No. He claims he works for the government. He claims that he's 64 and has a 30-something-year-old dad, which... My own dad isn't even in his 60s, and he said that he beat his dad because some metal object fell on his head and they had to go to the ER, and I'm like, I don't think I want that in my... I don't think I want that. No, and one of the other guys in the chat was all like, one of the best ways to promote your streams is not to let people like that run rampant. And I'm like, I'm someone who likes to give the benefit of the doubt. I'm someone who believes in second chances, and I want to give them a chance to, like, redeem themselves. But at the same time, it's like, even I have my limits, and I'm not going to take it, alright? This is the guy that made me listen to NSF furry stuff, just because I didn't want to reveal any of my crushes. So... And he also forced me to listen to KSI's Thick of It and this absolutely hilarious British parody because KSI found himself in a bit of a pickle. I laughed my ass off when I heard that, so I'm glad I did. No, that first stream, though, I put up with it because he wasn't being threatening. He was just memeing around. But the second stream, no, that was unhinged as hell. That was more unhinged than even I was willing to admit. And I'm not going to deal with that. No, I ain't gonna let nobody threaten me on stream just because I don't do everything that they want. I'm not doing that. Screw that. No. They can eat my ass. Although they'd probably enjoy it, considering that they made NSFW furry AI music. I mean, the one you did admit was kind of vanilla. Oh, you mean vanilla? Yeah. I mean, I don't know that many characters per se, outside of some of the more, like, well-known, like Nick Wilde and Death from Puss in Boots. I had those in my head as well, but not necessarily to the extent of you know who, but...
Thou shalt never carry
yeah, well now you know my type of man. Oh Lord, I'm never... If I ever get that popular somehow by some miracle, and people start clipping me and putting them into meme compilations on like Internet City and stuff, oh man, they're never gonna let me live it down. They're never gonna... Oh man, I didn't want to do it though. I just... Well, yeah. Well, the secret's out. Cat's out of the bag, or I guess the wolf is out of the bag. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But I will be making that into a standalone video. And I know what its title is gonna be. It's going to be titled, I Had to Reveal Those Feelings on Stream. And I'm gonna put the silhouette in question mark, and I'm gonna have KSI because, oh my god, no, I had to mute out the part of the first VOD with KSI's song, so if you do watch that, don't be. I also had to cut out the South Park reaction that I made, which is actually the reason why I have this here, so that way we could just do it secondhand. Look at the. All right, that's it for that. If there's anything that you guys want to watch, or anything else that you want to listen to, I'm down for anything as long as it's, once again, not that kind of stuff. So, yeah. But regarding what you said, Jackal, I don't really know any other characters. Sorry for the voice crack. It's just they popped up into my recommendations at one point, and when I saw him for the first time, I was like, that silence said it all. I didn't. But, you know, is there anything that you guys want to watch in particular? Oh, here, we could look through this if there's anything that you wanted to look at. Oh, man. I've been making React content this whole time on my channel, just casually. I knew that, I mean, I had plans to make, like, just, like, I have, like, scripts for some ideas. Fair. You don't consume, unless it's vor. No, I am not consuming none of that shit. No thanks. No thanks. I don't want to see any of that stuff. No, I'm trying to beat the allegations, as I said, so yeah, I don't really consume furry media either. I'm more casual about it. I don't usually talk about it very much. Most people, one of my DDR friends know, well, they know, but I can't really talk about it right now because they know me quite well. But they also know a certain facet about my, I guess we can call them beliefs, that they put me on thin ice for, and I'm still kind of salty about it. But, yeah, I'm not actively involved in the fandom in, like, any way. I don't have a fur affinity. I don't have a fursuit. I've never been to a convention. I've made a video reacting to part of a Wavy Web Search video about a group of furries that rescued, some woman from... that rescued a woman from domestic abuse. And one of the clips that Wavy Web Search shows was a group of them, like, up against a wall, shaking their, and I was like, what is this? This is why I'm not involved in the community. The music you listen to is depressing, but you like it. I listen to I know I said I like to listen to, like, DDR and rhythm game music, but I listen to, like, a wide variety of genres, which some of it is what can be described as dad music, like Iron Man, Metallica, stuff like that, and then, like, J-pop and anime, EDM, all of that kind of R&B, generic pop music and all that stuff. So, but if there is anything that you guys want to watch, we can either watch something here, or you guys can give a suggestion. But I'm all ears. I just want to make sure that I just want to make sure that everything is going the way that it needs to. No, this is how I wanted my streams to go, is just talking about stuff. But I do want to talk about, like, very deep topics that have a lot of significance to me. But I want to make sure that they're brought up naturally. I don't want to force those topics unless it's, But let me know if you guys want to watch anything. You were the same way until your first... Oh, welcome back, Swood Poodle. You were the same way until your first con that changes you for real? Well, then. I mean, I don't know. It's just... I value modesty for very particular reasons. It's not that I don't want a suit. I mean, I spent a lot of money on this avatar, and I know that fursuits can be very expensive. I wouldn't mind having one just to have one and, like, wear it on special occasions, but it's not something that I would just casually do out in public. No. I'm not worried about other people being made uncomfortable. I'm worried about me being uncomfortable. I will get like super nervous and start to sweat. I'll be like, oh my god, all these people are gonna be watching me. So I don't think I would ever do that. So, but I might go to a convention, at least one, maybe one day, maybe someday. A response to you're falling asleep, so you're gonna do that. Cutie, oh lord, please don't. Oh man, no, I got a simp. No, please. I mean, no shade towards you. I'm just saying. I'm trying to promote modesty and self-control, and you're kind of making it a little difficult. I mean, not hating, just state. But if you gotta go, then go on ahead. I'll probably keep streaming for another hour since I gotta eventually hit the hay as well. I just wanted to just have some fun. I'll be back Monday night, which would technically be Tuesday morning for some. So if I'm not sure what your schedule is, but you do what you gotta do. So if you gotta head out, don't be afraid to. But to all the if anyone else is in the chat, if you guys want to watch anything, then feel free to chime in. We can watch anything here, or we can just look up something. Or if you guys want to listen to some more music. We can just keep talking as well, but I need to make sure that I get enough interaction. No, the first two streams, there was definitely a lot to do, but unless you want to fall asleep to me, you could do that. I know one of the things I do to help me fall asleep is that I've been listening to like Zelda speedruns and Zelda randomizers by like ZFG in particular, because you know, it's just comforting and soothing. No, the top comments on all of ZFG's Zelda videos will always say, "Oh, it's time to sleep," or something about frogs, and it's pretty fun. Oh yeah. Oh, something that we were watching in the first stream, until Furry Dad decided to fucking interrupt us like a bitch. We were watching this, but he forced me to stop. And I kind of want to finish watching it. If you guys want to do that, I bet that would be a lot of fun. We could laugh our asses off for a while. Oh man, that would be so much fun. I wonder if the maker of my avatars I'm watching right now, I don't know if they have a YouTube or not. If you, True Day, if you are watching this, thank you for joining. And if you're not, well, you can always catch the VOD, so it's no big deal. So, I'll let you guys decide if you guys want to watch this. I just used you guys twice in the same sentence. Welcome to English. I'm reading this subtitle, and it says, "You fool, I have 70 alternative accounts." I mean, we could start it over and then just watch it from there, but I'll let you guys decide. I know that there's usually like a delay between me speaking and the receiving end of the stream, so Girl and Boys by Blur? Okay, we could do that. There's some good LGBT drama going in the Overwatch subreddits if I want to cut. Oh, Lord. Oh, good Lord. I don't know if I want to. What kind of LGBT drama? Is it more pandering, or is it something that's a nothing burger? Because if it's pandering, we could cover it. That would make a great standalone video. Oh my god. But let me look up this song that H suggested. And the first thing that pops up in the search bar is girls twerking. Hell no, I'm not gonna look that up. Girl, no, not girl and boy, Blur.
I love this video so much.
Boys and girls. Okay. Alright. Boys and girls. Blur. Okay. No, not Alice Munro, or however the hell you say that. Blur. Why do I feel like I've seen this before? I swear I recognize this. Alright. we can cover the drama in Overwatch subreddits after we listen to this. This might end up having to get copy claimed, since if you can tell, you have this blue background implying that it has a copyright to it, but I'll be sure to keep the volume down. Why does this, for some reason, this album art reminds me of Glee, if that makes any sense. But the artwork reminds me of this book that someone did a video on called The Homework Machine. But that was made by a YouTuber that I stopped watching because they were saying some bullshit things. Which, eventually, I kind of want to have a discussion about, but I don't know if it's appropriate right now. This sounds like the guy that made Should I Stay or Should I Go? Is it the same artist, or am I thinking of someone else? This sounds nice. Hopefully YouTube doesn't copy claim it, so I have to talk over it. At least that's what a chatter told me in the last stream, that's what you're supposed to do. Is that you're supposed to talk over the songs. So. But regardless, yeah, after we're done with listening to this, we can look at the... oh my god. Do I have to cover that? Oh my lord. If I'm gonna be covering the LGBT Civil War, I may as well look at stuff like that so that I can give my 2 cents. Granted, I'm not... yeah, but at least I have my work cut out for me. There will definitely be some decent highlights from this stream for real. So I can't wait. It's gonna be... But yeah, I'm curious. Actually, let me look it up. You don't, but it seemed to be up your alley. I mean, we could cover it, just so I could, like... Oh, it would be a killer video. I mean, I don't know nothing about Overwatch. I don't play a lot of games. So, I can't really speak on behalf of Overwatch. I need to know if... Okay, it's a different artist. No, this sounded like... No, the singer of this song sounded like the guys that sang Should I Stay or Should I Go? And I just wanted to confirm if they were the same person. They're not. Oh, this is... I kind of like this. That line just reminded me of the scene in the Jimmy Neutron episode where Cindy and Jimmy swap bodies, where near the end, Carla's all like, he's a boy that they dislike girls, who dislikes boys, who dislikes girls, who dislikes show-offy boys, and it was too confusing, so they threw it away. No, that episode is crazy. Yeah, well, I guess the singer of this song is the guy who made Gorillas. Really? Damn. That's 2D. Damn. I didn't... Wow. It's like, no. I don't want to give credit to freaking Furry Dad Calvin. He's got like 60 AI music channels. He claims to write the lyrics and make the beats and that everything else is AI. I'm guessing the singers are AI, but... I mean, I have a lot... no disrespect to anyone who has like a lot of people have like multiple aliases when it comes to making music. If the guy that sang this made Gorillas, that's crazy. That's crazy. I like that. No. And like the rhythm games, like in rhythm music, you'll often have a single artist that goes by different aliases, usually depending on the type of song that they make. Like, so it's like, so yeah, I can imagine. It wouldn't surprise me. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the freaking Overwatch. Oh my god, that's gonna be... I don't really like going on Reddit and looking at people talking shit to each other because, quite frankly, A lot of people are a lot. Social media is not real. Twitter is not real, and Reddit is not real. But okay, once we go in, there's no going back. Overwatch, Reddit. Is there a specific part? Overwatch drama. Is it Overwatch TMZ? Just curious. Oh, Lord. Well, I see one here that says Overwatch players are just dramatic, which I can't speak on their behalf because I don't play Overwatch. But if you can, if Swoot Poodle, if you can guide me towards where I need to go, we can probably. Oh my God. No, and I know exactly what music I want to use for this. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my God, if I'm gonna be one of those drama channels, oh Lord, no, it's time for me to rise amongst the ranks and become a slop tuber. I mean, I have been making React slop this whole time. Why'd they put them in? They put Overwatch in Fortnite? Uh-huh. I don't know jack shit about Fortnite either. There's no way that's the drama. Swoot Poodle mentioned some LGBT drama, but I'm not sure about Fortnite drama either. So, but but Swoot Poodle, if you're still in the just scroll through the threads. You'll get the picture. You can hop on the PC and link them. I have to figure out how linking works. Because I know Kick has it set. They put gorillas in Fortnite. They put everyone in Fortnite. Let's be real. It's like, so that doesn't surprise me even one bit. So yeah, they have everything in Fortnite. No, I remember hearing about the freaking Darth Vader saying very, very uncouth things. And so they had to tone down his AI, and I was like, oh my God, damn. That's great. All right, so here, is it the Overwatch TMZ? You can put the links in, although I don't know if there's like some settings that I have to make in YouTube to allow it so that links can be put in. I'm gonna try to do that or try to look that up, but if you have links, I can or if you have like headers, I'd have to open it. I can. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If you have any links, feel free to. Yeah, just all right. You Discord. Okay, I'll just go. Warren responded to. Which one am I looking? Which one am I looking for? Oh my God. No, I would never look up this type of drama on my own. But if we're gonna do it on stream, it's gonna be a highlight. It's all on the front page. Do you know what the title / header that it is? Oh God. If you know what it is. Oh, I just realized something, but alright. Not this one, right? I'll try to look for it. I don't know who any of these people are. Let's say, if you can give me some context as to what it is that we're talking about.
I was able to say, mischaracterizing them right off the bat.
And then we can.
No, I understand.
I don't really. All right. Here, let me just read these. Hi everyone. I had a call with Warren, and we're a little horrible. I don't think it's that. Now that I have a life, there's drama. I got some tea. It starts with SK shares a story about Warren. Okay. Then I can go from there, but that's where it starts. Okay. Oh, I found it. 18 hours ago. I think the funniest and maybe most sad thing that happened to me as an Overwatch streamer was when I was sitting at a table with two content creators. They were talking about how enjoyable it was to play with Izinsa before it was public that he was transphobic in a POS. After 20 minutes of gassing him up as the first creator goes, I know he's Saudi and all that, but do you think he's transphobic? And they reply, oh yeah, definitely, and then continues to gas him up for another 15 minutes. Like, did he forget that I was sitting at the table with him? I just sat there in silence, I was so stunned. Well, if he's Saudi, that's not surprising at all. Both of these threads are longer than the screenshots, but you guys don't want to see 6 screenshots of info. It's basically summed up in their first tweets. Warren makes me sad, and I'm not transphobic while addressing the actual story. The guy that made my model just followed on Kick. What's good? Thank you for joining. Yeah, oh, and I just got the message.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the stream, brah. So yeah, if you see the chat down here in the corner of the stream, we were talking, you joined as Simonette. I'm assuming that's how you say it. Alright, another slide on the picture. Oh, okay. Hi, so that tweet is so unbelievably disingenuous. If you're trying to imply that I'm a transphobe, that is and never was a fact. The context was about being excited about winning a tournament as a smaller creator, not celebrating the terrible behavior of another person. As a matter of fact, I've been blocked for ages and can't even personally discuss with SK my thoughts and feelings regarding the matter. This is kind of heartbreaking, knowing that she was my friend and chooses to misconstrue. Oh, it's this kind of drama. Ah, of course. Of course. Why would it be anything else? It's always that kind of thing. Like, no. When someone says one thing, and then people take it out of context, and so they make you look like a horrible piece of shit, and it's like, oh man, people do that all the time. No. Within the Hassan Piker orbit, this kind of shit happens all the time. Like, you'll have people within that community accuse people like Asmongold of being pieces of shit when people within the orbit are the ones that support terrorists. Yummy drama slop. Oh yeah, we're getting into the slop of it now. You have a 2-football rubber chicken. I don't know what that means, I'm sorry. But, damn. No, both of these threads, makes it... So, whoever this... If I'm getting this right, whoever this is accusing this guy of being phobic because there was some Saudi Arabian man who... I mean... I don't know the context of this, so I'm just an outsider looking in. Do we want to read some of the messages down below? Because I don't know if I want to. I don't like reading those kinds of comments because they make me frustrated, to say the least. Simonette, welcome to the stream. Yeah, yeah, they should be in the corner of the screen if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, so. For being nice to a Middle Eastern guy, it sounds like, right, because you know the Middle East. They tend to, they're more, it's like, no, yeah, and then we have people like Hassan Piker, who support terrorists that want to kill gay people, and it's like, yet he claims to be a leftist progressive. Yeah, it sounds pretty progressive to me. I have other thoughts on the whole situation, thoughts that are like very personal to me, but I don't really want to reveal those in this context because I don't feel like that it's, you know, there's a time and place to talk about certain things, and granted, I do have, it would be. So, do we want to read some of the replies? Let's go ahead. For what reason does she name drop Warren, but not this other mystery person? Better question. that conversation had to be years old by now. And there's another thing. People will bring up stuff from years ago and just assume that it applies to them now. To which I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I have a very calming voice. Aw, thank you. No, people complain about my voice being too quiet. My natural speaking voice is very quiet, and so people just can't hear me. And so I have to like raise my voice. But the thing is, I was raised not to raise my voice. Whenever I raise my voice to like my parents, they tell me not to raise my voice, so I just don't do it. Which, yeah, I don't like raising my voice. That's the thing. Yeah, when you're raised to like be a certain way, and it's like, but yeah, clout, it looks like, or a personal attack on Warren for unknown reasons. She apparently blocked him, so kind of hard to discuss sensitive topics with people who are willing to conceal their true feelings. The blocked that person without even talking it out. She just ran away with her own narrative, and now Warren equals transphobe. Grow up, honestly. Edit. To add, I liked SK. I just think posting this is childish. Especially if it was years ago when they were friends. Seems intentionally smeary to me to do this rather than discuss it with your friend and find out the facts first. And then we have this guy. I don't like either of these people. Well, personally, I don't know either of these people. No, this type of drama, this is the problem that people... This is why the LGBT civil war is a thing. You have people within the LGBT community that just want to go about their day and live their lives as they see fit. But then you'll have members within that community want to make a huge fuss about who they are, and that if you even slightly disagree with what they say, they'll call you all the phobes and all the bigots, and it's like, shut up. You ain't shit. You're a bitch. That's what you are. You're not... No, and I'm not gonna take it no more. No, and people are realizing that, and that's why, you know, young men are moving quote-unquote right. It's not necessarily that young men are moving right. It's that the left has gone so far left that even center left is considered far right. Like, we brought up, like, Hassan Piker, and he'd be beefing with, like, Ethan Klein and stuff, who is, more center left, and Hassan is like very radical left to the point to where he supports terrorists, and yet apparently he just accuses Ethan Klein of being like a Zionist dick rider and whatnot. And it's like, granted, I don't know anything about Ethan Klein. I've just been keeping up with the Hassan drama. I've been keeping up with the Hassan drama since day one. Oh man, I need to do eventually, I'm gonna have to make a video about it. No, I have a video in the works, a highlight video about that. I'm just gonna call him Furry Troll instead. He went by Calvin on YouTube, and he went by Furry Dad on Kick. I'm just gonna call him the Troll for now. Yeah, that troll claimed to work for the government, saying that Hassan was on was a kill target and that he only had 9 days to live. And I'm like, but now I'm just like, Cap, I don't think you are. I don't think he's not what he says he is. And if the next time he shows up on my stream, he said that he would show up on every single stream, but guess what? This is my 3rd stream, and I told them that I was going to do it, and they haven't shown up. So yeah, let's go. I guess we're gonna call that a win. But yeah, and then something that could have been talked about in private being used for drama. What's new? But like, also, why is the other person Warren was talking to not being named? Oh yeah, they didn't even bring up the name of the person. Why is anyone being named? This is so dumb. And we are so far beyond removed from the context, there was no reason for this to be brought up at all. No, I don't even know the context. I don't know who either of these people are, and I don't know who this Saudi person is, so it's not like I can speak on its behalf. We're covering this because we're gonna turn into a fucking drama slop tuber. I'm already kind of a slop tuber. I've been making React slop this whole time. Although, some of it did very well. My second Shoe on Hid video got like 1,000 views, and then one of my Brad Palumbo videos also got 1,000 views, and also got like 40 comments, which I'm kind of afraid to read because they might might be a flame war there. Sorry. Something. Interesting. Let's get known positive force in the community. Daffrin's opinion. I don't know who Daffrin is. I always find SK to be very disingenuous and manipulative in my views. Okay, I don't know. Sounds like both people have very different stories about what happened. Story of everyone's life. No, you'll have one side say this happened, and then you have another that says something completely different happened. And it's like, who do you even trust at that point? That's why we need, like, multiple perspectives, right? That's why multiple perspectives are so important. You can't just stick to one side and just assume that it's the only side that matters. That's how echo chambers are made. And that's literally Hassan in a nutshell. He's so far trapped within his echo chamber that he's incapable of seeing anything even slightly outside. He'll just accuse you of being a Zionist dick rider or even a child lover, and it's like, why? Why do we do this to each other? It's all the quote unquote tribalism, right? And I don't know, but I'm having, regardless, I'm having a lot of fun right now. This is a very exciting stream. Even if there's not that many people watching, I'm hoping that eventually I'll definitely be like making more videos, and hopefully that brings some traction to the channel. Okay, in reality, oh wait, no, let me read this. I was on this one. To SK, Warren was flagrantly promoting a transphobe while knowing they were transphobic. To Warren, it seems like he was more gushing about winning, and I assume YZN was on this team. In reality, we'll never know what was said in the conversation, and even if they tried to say something at this point, it would be faulty memories years after the fact. Okay, once again, reiterating that apparently this was something that happened years ago, and of course it's being brought up now, because why not? Why bother looking to the present? People, according to whoever this SK is, apparently according to this person, people don't change. Even after years, you could do something years ago, and I don't know. Let's see. We'll never know what happened. They say something, faulty memory. I think that SK could be more understanding of Warren, as I think she's put far more intentional malice in this co-signing of transphobia than Warren ever meant to convey. I also think we should be more Warren should be more tactful and said, "Oh, this guy definitely transphobic," especially in the audience. I mean, allegedly the person that they're talking about is from Saudi Arabia, so you really shouldn't be surprised by that. I think these are both immature people, but more in the sense that I think we can't understand how that could hurt a trans person. And SK can't understand that maybe we could have solved the conversation in the moment afterwards. Both have chosen conflict over actually solving the issue and trying to expose it years later when people can only vaguely remember it is pretty... I think this is the best take here, TBH. I also don't like how she mentioned that there were two Overwatch creators at the table making the same comments, but she only brought up Warren. Right. It's like being picky and choosy, cherry picking just as a means of suiting your own benefits. Right? And then, oh, here, as a trans woman myself, SK always rubbed me the wrong way with how... I should have been highlighting all of these so that you could follow along, but... The wrong way with how everyone and everything to her is seen as transphobic. Y'all remember when she accused the other streamer of being transphobic just for stealing Emma Frost from her? Okay. Insane work. I don't even like Warren, but I don't think he's that stupid to act like that. Yeah. Okay. As another trans woman, I agree. She gives me peak 2020 vibes when everything is transphobic to her, or she notes every little microaggression to use it against it. No, you see, people like these two people who are trans that clearly don't like all of the pandering. No, people within the respective communities don't like being pandered to. And that's what people complain about when it comes to, like, you know, woke Hollywood and all of that stuff. And I don't really like using the term woke because it's kind of been hijacked by the right. It's kind of their only insult at this point. You have one gay character, oh, it's automatically woke. I know that not all right-wingers are like that. A lot of them they just want a good story. They just want a good game. They don't really care about all of the political stuff. They just want something to have fun with. They don't want to see the news in their games and in their movies. And so, yeah, I get it. So that's why it's always important to have to look at both sides and never just stick to one. It's very important. All right. Views are down, so I guess SK has to jump back into the Overwatch scene and start new drama. Okay, so this is a regular thing with this SK person. This is actually reminding me of that one VTuber who talks about, like, hormone replacement therapy with kids and surgeries on kids, which that's most certainly a touchy subject, which I probably won't discuss right now. But if this was a genuine call out about someone being shitty, then she should be calling out both people who were glazing YZN despite him being a terrible person. SK genuinely seems to have a persecution complex. Well then, I'm learning quite a lot about this person, all things considered. I usually like the term victim complex. That just kind of rolls off the tongue a bit more. Absolutely anything and everything is construed as a personal slight against her, and that a seeming inability to acknowledge times when her own behavior falls short is the main reason I never watch their content anymore. I never liked SK. I don't like Warren. I find him to be insufferable, but wow, SK is the absolute worst. SK is not even part of the Overwatch community anymore and just comes back here to farm on these non-game related matters and just goes back to MR every month. I don't know much about Warren, but why did she tweet this? It only looks like she's trying to stir up some unnecessary drama around Warren. Well then, that was certainly something. We got a lot out of this, all things considered, so I'm glad that we looked at this. This wasn't as heated as I thought it was going to be, but I don't know jack shit about the Overwatch community or who this SK person is, and I don't know who this Warren person is, but... well, shit. Well, then. No, we'll definitely make this into a standalone video, but I'll have to do it, like, later. Alright. Is there anything else that we want to do? If there's any... That's just the first post. Oh man, there's more. If you want to move on to something else, we could do something else as well. Damn. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. It's people like this that make the LGBT community look bad. And even people within the community, such as I've been reacting to some YouTubers like Brad Palumbo and Finding Sky, who are also part of the LGBT community, who are also tired of all of the pandering and stuff. Yeah, lol. What are you laughing at again? It's hard to keep up sometimes, you know, because there's usually a delay between when you interact with, when a chat message shows up and when you guys receive it, if you know what. But if there's something that if there's another thing that you guys want to cover, or if there's a video that you guys want to watch, I want to watch these videos, but I want to see what you guys want to do as well. If you have any other recommendations on some topics. But I want to make sure that I get enough content out of this stream. This will definitely be like a short stream. I know it's the 100 subscribers special, like, although it seems to be just a regular stream, which is not too bad. I'm just happy to be here. I'm so glad that you guys are here to watch. It means a lot. It means so much. It all means so much to me. And I know that some people will be able to show up on certain days and others will only be able to show up on others, but some people can also just check out the VODs if they wanted to listen that way. But regardless, I'm glad that you guys are here, and I'm glad that we're all having a good time, even there's only like a few people. The Johnny, oh, let's go. We're gonna look at, yes, okay, so if I'm gonna make this into a standalone video, okay, here, let's make this here's the intro of the video. What's good, everyone? This is Biscoon coming back at you with another Johnny Somali related video right here. Ignore all this other stuff. We can look at that stuff later. But apparently, Johnny Somali has another deepfake charge. For those that need some catching up, Johnny Somali has been Johnny Somali is a degenerate streamer who went to Japan, caused some bullshit, who went to Israel, caused some bullshit, and went to Korea, where they weren't gonna put up with this bullshit. So they took his password. He's been trapped in Korea for the past year or so, and he's been awaiting several trials and all of that. And he's pled guilty to a majority of the charges, except for these deepfake charges, to which there's plenty of evidence to suggest that his defense. Crazy background audio, just so you know. Oh, okay. Like in this video, or are you talking about the person that's in the room with me? Just ignore them. They're talking to some friends of theirs. So, yeah, just go ahead and ignore that. But, regardless, yeah. So, apparently, one of the defenses that they tried to use within the one trial that I did a reaction to with Legal Mindset was, he distributed it. And he was drunk. But drunkenness is not an excuse. But without further ado, make sure you guys, if you're watching this as a standalone video on YouTube, you guys have watched the original video. I'll link both the video and 15 Minutes of Shame's channel in the description. But let's go ahead and see what this fourth deepfake is.
What's up, everybody? Today we have several updates regarding Johnny Somali. Let's start with the first one. Johnny Somali is really panicking at the idea that there could be a fourth victim for a fourth deepfake charge.
I'm sure he's been, no, in his more recent trial, the one that I did in the reaction to Legal Mindset, he seemed to have changed his demeanor. Like before, that one infamous trial where he was like cussing everybody off. He showed up an hour late because he was hungover. He said that he was going to plead insanity. And, but when he got to the court, the judge was speaking to him in English. And he was all like, I don't speak Korean, even though the judge was speaking English. And from what like Otozi and some of the other content creators who took a trip to Korea just so that they could watch Johnny Somali suffer, they described him as having a smile, but when all of the charges were brought up against him, that smile turned into a frown. Aw, man, I wish I could have seen that.
Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So it started on Twitter. Johnny Somali made a
Johnny Somali parody account.
Call to action, calling out Vivian Gray and Brendan Kim. He said, "We know you've been criticized for giving Johnny Somali a platform, but look at what he did in return. He sued you with lies, deepfake, VG, etc. You know Johnny Somali is dishonest, penniless scumbag."
Right. Johnny Somali has been freaking broke for a while, and he's been living off of some guy named Hank, who has been running his family dry of their wealth, which there's a lot of context that goes into it.
It's your best interest to submit a police report. And then he took things further. He said, Brendan Kim, you're an MMA fighter. Is a broke dwarf like Johnny Somali intimidating you and your wife, Vivian Gray? You made a mistake with him back in November 2024. All is not lost, though. Redeem yourself here. Encourage your wife to do a police report.
Okay, I don't know who this Brendan Kim is. I don't think I know about... I didn't realize this would involve an MMA fighter. Or is it an MMA fighter's wife?
Now, the reason why Johnny Somali is...
Oh, is this the girl... Oh, is this the deepfake in question? Or... I'm trying to keep up. I'm kind of tired right now, but I just want to make sure that I understand where this is going.
Panicking is because of this video. This is a deep fake between him and Vivian Gray, and he's
okay. So this is the deep fake. All right.
Already,
and apparently this is some MMA fighter's wife.
Been charged with 3 counts of deep fake and a 4th count. Although it wouldn't add any more time on the sentence, it would delay the process of sentencing by quite a bit.
Right. No, Johnny Somali has been dealing with all this court stuff for the whole year at this point. His trials kept getting delayed and he kept losing all of his money and all of his equipment. He got banned off of Twitch, banned off of Kick, and he even got banned off of a backwater website called party.com that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have never heard of. And the fact that you end up getting banned from some backwater place.
Because Legal Mindset said that these counts are not consecutive when it comes to the sentence, they are concurrent. So this will not add more time. But the last thing that Johnny Somali wants is delays. He has court in October, and I'm sure he just
Oh yeah, no wait, I'm thinking of a different court case.
Wants to get over it, and a new charge would completely derail these plans. So what he decided to do is he is trying to get Johnny Somali's account reported.
Wait, Johnny Somali is trying to report this parody account? Oh lord.
Because if that account gets reported, then the call to action will end, and then all of this goes away.
Oh man, Johnny Somali. I've been keeping up with the drama for a long time.
So you can see here on his
Wait, Johnny Somali's an actual cop?
Discord, he's linking the post that Johnny Somali did and says this guy is a cop. Everyone mass report this guy. Johnny Somali is getting nuked this week. Watch. And he's really tripping out about this. In another comment, he said this: I had his account mass reported 1,000 times. Johnny Somali, I spoke to my ninja.
Oh lord, am I gonna have to censor that just with like a black bar?
Said it's difficult with Elon's
being able to make a fake video of someone is scary. Yes, I can imagine. No, watch someone make deep fakes of me once I get popular enough. Oh lord, no one will ever. They're gonna be making deep fakes of me with furry characters, and it's not gonna be pretty. Well, it might be pretty for some people. No, what's gonna happen is people are gonna make fan art of me and them.
Twitter, we will see. So he doesn't seem too confident that he'll be able to get that channel terminated, but it doesn't mean he's not trying. Now, another thing that Johnny Somali is panicking about is the crimes that he hasn't been charged for yet.
Oh, there's still things that so he keeps on committing, he kept on committing crimes even after even after he got all in trouble. Yet, all for the sake of clout. He ruined his life just for the popularity. And within his most recent trial, it's very clear that he was done with it. But no, he pled guilty to all of the charges except the deep fakes. The deep fakes are the ones where he pleads not guilty, even though there's plenty of evidence to suggest that he is.
Because once again, he wants to avoid delays. Now, there is something that I mentioned before. It was about praising North Korea.
Oh, I remember that. No, he made a bunch of videos where he kept on praising and glazing North Korea, saying that the North was better, and it's like, oh man, no one's ever gonna let him live it down.
Let me just show you a quick clip for context.
Oh. Oh my god, freaking John. Oh, I have a little Johnny Somali voice that I want to share with you, but I need to find an opportune moment. Oh my god, he's such a complete fucking dumbass. It's not even, I was going to say it's not even funny, yet here I am laughing at it. Oh my god. He's such a bitch.
Yes!
Oh,
yes!
Lord. No. This is a fucking bitch-ass motherfucker.
Yes! Yes! Look, my favorite part right here. Look at it!
No, this looks like fucking Squid. That looks like something out of Squid Game.
Yes! This is my favorite part.
So you can clearly see that he's praising North Korean propaganda. He's praising Kim Jong-un. And at the time, a lot of you guys might have mentioned that, you don't think he's going to get any charges for that.
Bro is rotted beyond repair. Yeah, he's beyond rotted. He's practically a corpse. Well, you have to be a corpse in order to be rotted. He's beyond that point.
Not be that illegal. Well, it turns out that a South Korean lawyer confirmed that this is extremely illegal.
Oh, well then, if actually I did know that. I did know that it was illegal to share North Korean propaganda. I vaguely remember seeing that, but bro's actually in hell. Drunk every night in a foreign land, bound by stupidity, looking at 20 years. Yeah, right? And that's just the... And if he's getting more... No, the deep fake charges... Oh, yeah. Ignore the door opening and closing. That was the person that was in the room with me. Yeah, he's been... Yeah, all of these deep fake charges are like 10 years apiece, I think. Unless I'm misremembering. So he could be facing a long time. He could be facing like half a decade, if anything. And when that happens, we're going to host a watch party.
And if the prosecutors want to really pin him against the wall, this would be an...
Going back to what Poodle said, yeah, they had to... No, they confiscated his passport and everything. He has nothing. And he's been mooching off of Hank, who's been mooching off of his family. He's ruining his so-called friend's life, all for the slightest drop of clout.
Easy conviction. Take a look at what the lawyer had to say.
If we praise Kim Jong-un or North Korea in public, we get arrested and will be imprisoned. Freedom of speech does not...
The movie they make about this guy in 35 views is gonna be heat. Oh, damn, imagine.
protect you.
I'd watch it. I would watch that movie in a heartbeat. Granted, movie theaters are still a thing.
Praising North Korean regime or Kim Jong-un, the North Korean leader.
Oh, Lord.
That's a very strict law in Korea, and we still have that law, active law. So be careful with that. Yeah.
Oh, nobody remind Hassan Piker about the communism that won the McCarthy Communist Act that says that you can't be a communist in the US. Nobody tell Hassan Piker about that.
Now, you might be able to say, if you're playing the devil's advocate, that he said it's only in public, that if you do it privately, then it's not a problem. Well, that might be true, and one could argue that social...
Right, and he's been doing all this publicly. All of these videos are publicly available.
Social media is a public forum. There's also this clip.
Shout out North Korea.
Oh, this clip. This was one of the clips that I remember.
Shout out Pyongyang. Shout out Kim Jong-un. That's my day I died.
Oh my god.
Fuck South Korea, nigga.
Good lord. No, this guy, he's beyond saving at this point.
Shout out Kim Jong-un, shout out Pyongyang. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. The reason why I respect North Korea is because they're dystopian. They are a...
Oh lord. Well, yeah, you're the embodiment of dystopian.
Fascist place, but they don't lie about it.
They're a fascismo... Yeah, people will say that communism and fascism are somehow two different things. They're basically the same thing.
South Korea is just as fascist.
Oh, Lord.
You just lie about it.
Until Kim Jong-un nuked this shit.
Now he's making bomb threats. No, it reminds me of when he was harassing Japanese people about Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I just don't want to be here when Kim Jong-un press that red button. They nuke this shit so shit turned to fall out of the Vegas. Please, Kim Jong-un, press that button.
Yeah, like Kim Jong-un is ever gonna pay attention to some bitch ass like you.
So that seems like...
They are dystopian shit too funny, yeah.
Pretty damning evidence, right? Well, it turns out that the lawyer says there is an exception that could get you out of trouble if you do get arrested for praising Kim Jong-un.
No.
The only way...
No, there is this one guy I know that apparently there's a very old law in Korea that says that if you put your finger in the judge's mouth, they have to give you a lighter sentence. I don't know if that's true, but it's some food for thought.
To avoid the imprisonment even after you praise Kim Jong-un or North Korean regime is...
He's not 6 feet deep, he's 10 feet deep. Oh. He's infinity feet deep, if we're being realistic.
That you must explain to the police that you didn't actually know about North Korean regime, or...
So, if you don't know about what North Korea is like, well, anyone could lie and say that they don't know, which is probably what Johnny is gonna do.
Kim Jong-un, that they were the nemesis, the main enemy of Korean government. I mean, of South Korea.
So technically, he could play dumb and pretend that he didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, he can't play dumb at all. We have videos of him talking about it, so he's not getting away with that.
He didn't know that they were at war and that he didn't know it was illegal. Now, he could have done that if it wasn't for this clip.
Oh.
What's the law on that North Korea shit? Like, all right, so
Oh, he knows about the law.
no propaganda, bro. No propaganda.
Like, what is
don't
the-
carry around no, what do you call them? No
What's the
placards,
definition of
like,
propaganda?
papers.
The definition of propaganda. Oh, Lord. Hassan Piker.
Like, you know, papers promoting Kim Jong-un, like t-shirts promoting Kim Jong-un, none of that shit, bro.
So he was
I wouldn't be caught dead with the fucking... Well, unless it was a Kim Jong-un meme. Like, if any of you have seen the meme where Kim Jong-un's face is photoshopped onto Russell from Up.
clearly explained that it is illegal and he cannot do that, and there's video evidence of it. So that defense goes out the window. Now, surprisingly, there has been some support in the kid community towards Johnny Somali. There is this guy called
So there are still some... What are the odds that they're only supporting him ironically?
Ned X, and he lives in Japan, and for some reason he has, I don't know, like a crush or something on Johnny.
Oh, good lord. So some Japanese man is simping for him?
This is what he had to say.
Oh.
As much.
Oh. This guy is from Japan? I mean, I know there are plenty of non-Japanese people that do live in Japan, but you're telling me that this guy has a thing for Johnny Somali? Good lord.
As we can be upset with
Even my standards are not that low.
what Johnny Somali did.
I saw in the corner, you can't really see it. It says Butt Stuff Records. I think that tells you everything you need to know.
I think we need to be equally upset with the race baiters.
Oh, Lord. Of course. Make it a race issue, why don't you? Oh, they're only doing this because he's black. No, they're doing it because he's a bitch.
Who use Johnny Somali as their content.
Oh, he's talking about people like Atozi, isn't he? Atozi doesn't talk about his race. He just talks about the fact that he's even doing half of this shit.
Because they made a shitload more money than Johnny Somali.
So I find it really interesting
Yeah.
that he's using
No, one of the things is that, Johnny Somali be like, what are all these slap tubers gonna do when they can't make any more money off of me? When I get arrested, they ain't gonna make no more money. Yeah, that's my Johnny Somali voice, in case you were wondering.
the term race baiters because I have never used Johnny's race as a part of why I don't like him.
Nobody does that. People don't like him because he's a bitch. That's why. It's not because he's black. The fact that he's black, it just makes the black community look bad. And it makes Somalians look bad as well. And I'm pretty sure there are plenty of Somalians that don't want anything to do with Johnny Somali.
And as a part of why he should be arrested or he should be humiliated online. On the other hand, it's Johnny Somali that makes everything about race.
No, it's all. Remember, anyone who was paying attention earlier in the stream, we were talking about some Overwatch drama. It's people within communities that make others hate those communities. It's people like Johnny Somali that hate black people, and it's people like we were talking about some Overwatch player named SK that makes people hate the LGBT community. And so yeah, it's all bullshit. All a load of bullshit.
He goes into a store, and when they tell him to leave because he's acting like an idiot, he'll say, "Oh, no black people, right?
Lord.
You're being racist."
Yep, pretty much. It's their... Here's the thing. If someone accuses you of being a racist because you made some off-color joke, like, just say, what's your point? Simple as that. No, I am an equal opportunity racist. I am equally racist against all people. So much so, I'll be racist against my own people. Ay, taco burrito ese. What are you talking about, carnal? Ay, wey. Ay, cabron. Ay, ese. What are you doing? Don't think that because I got a lot of money, I give you taco kisses, honey.
So very, very strange that he's using the words race baiters. Now, as you can see on this picture, him and Johnny Somali met up. Maybe Johnny was offering him services or something.
Services. No, 10 minutes of shame implied that this guy might have a thing for Johnny.
I don't know what's going on there, and to be honest, I don't really want to know. Now, Johnny Somali is not the only one striking out in South Korea, because Neon went there for some time, and it was really pathetic looking at him trying to rizz up the South Korean women.
Oh Lord.
Are you free tomorrow?
Oh, I haven't seen this character yet. It's a new character in the Johnny Somal. What's gonna get clipped? My impression or something else. No, don't worry. Don't worry. No, this is a new character. I don't think I've seen this guy yet. So, a new character to add to the Johnny Somali cinematic universe.
I don't know. Yeah.
So this guy is simping after that girl?
I'm also here the day after that too.
What is he doing? He's just... Is he doing... What is he doing? Were those chopsticks that he's messing with? You don't usually just do that.
I think...
She seems pretty uncomfortable. She's got a smile on her face, but she doesn't look like that she's having a good time.
I think I need some rest tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah, I don't think she's having a good time.
I can also extend my trip.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that's Neon. He's the worst. I can imagine. Yeah. God, even this is making me uncomfortable. I don't want... No, a new character. Love to... Well, hate to see it, but, you know.
Shit.
She's clearly not having any fun. Oh, I feel so bad for her.
Right. An 8 out of 10.
Oh.
So, like, I'm one of the best looking guys you've seen in Korea.
Looks are subjective. Let's just put it at that.
Neon,
man.
don't be...
That was... Oh, man. Oh, man. I never want to have that happen to me.
Delusional. If a chick says you're an 8 out of 10, especially looking the way you look, she's just trying to be nice. Don't start to believe the bullshit that's coming out of their mouths.
Oh, Lord.
But trust me, it's really cringe to see Neon trying to pick up chicks. I'm going to show you an example of Johnny Somali doing the same thing in just a moment. And
oh, Lord, no. The last 15 minutes of shame video that I reacted to, it was about a leaked video of him hanging out with a streamer girl named Bong Bong, who was one of the deepfake victims. And oh my God, she was taking him for a ride, making him look like a complete total idiot.
Unbearable to watch.
I'm getting too ahead of myself.
Yeah. That's putting it lightly.
But, you know, you're one of the most beautiful women I've seen in Korea.
Oh, thank you.
I just wish I got the same love back, but you know what?
Shit, freaking bitch-ass motherfuckers.
Alright.
I live with my parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you ever introduce me to them? That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh, didn't even repeat the question. Good Lord, what a... Oh my God, what a load.
So I was saying, I'm glad to introduce you to the chat. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Well, you're certainly tripping, that's for sure.
Honestly, it almost looks like he just paid her to hang out with him, which is
Lord.
pretty sad. Now,
no, like a rent-a-girlfriend that they have in Japan.
Johnny Somali is not really good with women either, although he's a lot more crass. Take a look at this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Johnny wanted to sleep with Bong Bong to the point to where he was threatening to grape her. I'm gonna have to find ways to censor the video so that it reaches a wider audience, so I'll just say grape for now.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Where's the hose at?
Oh, good Lord. The first question that you ask a lady, where the hose at? Shut up, man.
I don't know.
The hose.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You just said hose.
Where's the hose at?
You shouldn't be asking me that, because I don't know.
You don't know where the...
You're probably in the clubs.
What club?
There's a lot of clubs here. You should use your Google.
Oh, good
You
Lord.
don't know where the hose at?
No, honey, I don't.
This is torture, guys. Oh man, what are we doing?
Yeah, everywhere.
Really?
Probably.
What's your name?
What's your name?
I don't know, man. I don't think you deserve my name.
Some of these Johnny Somali clips are pure cringe bombs. Yeah, I know. This is why men make you uncomfortable. You should, yeah, I know. It's just, it's unbearable. Yeah. But regarding men making you uncomfortable, just because people like this exist, that doesn't mean that you should just hold it against every guy that you meet. I know you said that you had feelings for girls, but I'm just saying, I know there are plenty of guys that are afraid of women because of, I guess, not necessarily this kind of reason, but once again, it's a two-way street. Respect is a two-way street. If you can respect me, I'll respect you. It's simple as that. If you're gonna make me uncomfortable, then I don't want anything to do with you. Yeah, not all men. I know. I want to make sure that everyone just gets along. I want everyone to be at peace with each other, you know? If you can make peace with whoever you're with, yeah, if someone makes you uncomfortable, yeah, strangers. I'm like that too, honestly. I don't usually like talking to strangers, which I know sounds very weird, but it's coming from a grown adult, but I don't like talking to random people that I don't know. So, like, there was this one time where I was at Speedway, I was getting, like, a little slushy, and some guy said that they liked my pants, and I was like, who just says something like that? And then when I didn't respond, they were like, are you racist or something? Because they were black. And I responded, I'm Latino, as if it was going to make a difference. And then he just walked out of the Speedway saying that all the people where I lived were racist, and I'm like, get over it.
Man, come on, man. These chick assholes. Where the hell is that, nigga?
So that's it for the video. I just wanted to keep you guys informed and give you the latest updates on Johnny Somali. Now,
yeah, that was... Hold on.
5 days, it will...
Okay. Oh, Hassan Piker commits a serious crime live on Twitch. Alright. That was a good video. It started out, I couldn't... I was a little tired. I didn't get all the context. I didn't know who the deepfake was about at the time. But I'm glad that the video went in a good direction when I started laughing my ass off at Johnny's bullshit. But it's already 4:31. Okay. So yeah. If you're watching this as a standalone video on YouTube, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, not only to me, but to 15 Minutes of Shame. And make sure you guys have checked out the original video, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright. Well, that's it for that video. It is currently 4:31 where I am, and so I should probably be getting to bed soon. I gotta wake up early in the morning. I gotta wake up early so that I can... yeah, I gotta get up early for Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals. So, I'm going to switch it over to this. Alright. Any closing thoughts before we finish up tonight? I'd say this was how I wanted the stream to go. This was how I wanted the first two streams to go. I wanted to just react to some videos and just talk about stuff. I did not want to be forced to listen to that freaking... And I didn't want to be forced to listen to things that I didn't want to, knowing that they were gonna threaten me if I didn't. So I'm kind of glad that that guy didn't show up. So do any of you have any closing thoughts before I finish up the stream? It'll be... So, yeah. I'd say this, not too many people, not so much interaction today, but I'll take what I can get. I'm just glad that people are even interested in all. I'm very grateful that you guys showed up to watch, and I'm very grateful that Simonette showed up as well. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me, and I love the work that you did on the avatar too. But yeah, if anyone has any final thoughts or anything, feel free to speak now or forever hold your peace. At least until the next time I stream, which should be Monday. I might be able to start earlier since I don't work that day. We should all respect each other. Yes, it's exactly my thoughts. I want to promote general positivity while also talking shit about people who deserve it. Alright? If you're going to be a bitch-ass motherfucker, then you deserve to be treated as such. Granted, I'll still try to give you... I will give you the benefit of the doubt. I believe that people are capable, equally capable of great good and great evil. And we should all just be at least attempting to promote as much good as we can. You know? It's just one of those things. And I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed it. It really means a lot to me, more than anyone will ever know. And so yeah, I'll be spending tomorrow editing videos once I get home from work. Yeah, Sundays are usually my busiest day of the week because I go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals, and then I go to work, and then I come home and make some videos. And then Monday night, I should be able to go live a little earlier. I don't know if you guys, or if any of you are even available on Mondays. But, you know, love everyone except Hassan. That's the message. Oh my god, people are gonna clip that. Oh, Lord have mercy. I've been drinking water all this whole time. No, I've been drinking a little more water. Oh, what? Oh my god, people do that all the time, and it's like, oh man, we're never gonna beat the allegations with this one. But, yeah, no, talking like this all night is causing my throat to get a little sore, which I guess my throat is just gonna have to get used to it if that's what's gonna happen. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys Monday night / Tuesday morning. It'll be like around the same time, 1 to 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, which would be Simonette, if you're still watching, it should be 6:30, not 7 where you live. So, yeah, good luck with the Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll see. Yeah, there's some new meta decks that are pretty powerful. Oh man, apparently some of my cards had to get returned to sender because of a postal issue, and so I have to wait for those to get in. So I won't be able to play my, I'm gonna play K9 Crystron. I don't know if you're familiar, so I've been playing just Onamat Raizio for now. But I guess I'll have to keep playing that until it gets hit on the ban list. Oh well. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I gotta head to bed, and I hope to see you guys next time. Take care.